Hey.
Hello, everyone.
Hey, it is so good, as
Welcome
always,
in.
to see you guys. Stacy's in the house, so, we
Let's
had to
get
wait
the
on
party started.
Stacy. Let's get this party started, right? It's great to see everybody. First of all, Happy New Year. Welcome to this
Yes, Happy New Year.
very,
Welcome to
yeah,
2023.
2023. This is our very first Hitchhiker Chat for 2023. And we're excited about it. New year, new adventures. It's just it's a chance to start over.
Yep.
Get a fresh start. It gives you a sense of refreshment.
Yeah.
Start over.
Yep.
Clean slate. Let it
Yeah.
all. Let it go. Let it go. All that trash from 2022. If you're carrying anything, I recently heard a movie quote that said, it's not baggage unless you carry it around.
Yeah.
So,
An excellent point.
that is so true. Keith, welcome in. Happy New Year. Mandy Adams, Sebastian
the
Crab.
Crab. Welcome in, Jeanette. Great to see you.
Are so crabulous.
Little Tennessee Bear.
Tim, it's always so good to see a fellow Appalachian in the stream. I love it. Princess Paula Bell. Well, thank you for popping in, Paula. We appreciate it. You're kind of under the weather. We really appreciate you making that effort. That means a lot to us. Kevin, welcome in. Kevin, the
Welcome in, Kevin.
Adventures. Dan the Turkey Legster. Thanks so much for being here, Dean. It's always good to see you and your turkey leg. Is it legster? So legs plural, I'm sure, where you're concerned, right? Legs plural is better than singular. Yeah, so most definitely. Thank you so much. Thanks, Dean. Dean mentioning this is something that we're really excited about, guys. We reached 800 subs on December the 31st. So last year, we hit 800 subs last year. I love it. We're excited about it. We're we're gonna
remember there's room for 1,000.
Make a real push.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make a real push in the next 6 months or so. YouTube rewards consistency, and I'm going to do my best to consistently put up. Not only will we do our Tuesday night live streams, but of course a vlog, a new vlog on Saturday mornings, and I've got so much good stuff, guys, that I can put up, that I can use. And so we're really, that's what we need to do, and we're gonna hit it. We need to get this 1,000 subscribers goal behind us, and welcome in some new subscribers, and keep right on keep moving forward, as it were. So yeah, we're looking forward to that.
Welcome in, Tina
Tennessee Bear.
And welcome in,
Tina.
Tim, Tennessee Bear. Welcome in, Mike Wheeler. Hope your headache goes away soon.
Yeah,
I know that's tough. I hate that for you. Hopefully it goes better. It goes away soon.
Yeah, Mike. Yeah, thanks, buddy. We'll try not to make it worse. We will do our best not to make it worse.
John, welcome in.
So yeah, Jonathan, welcome. Our best Canadian friend up there. Happy New Year, and here's to good health in 2023. Amen.
Canadian friends and Canadian things. Wyatt and I took a bit of a field trip, father-son field trip, to watch the Dallas Stars play hockey at their practice facility there in Frisco, Texas, the Comerica Center. And so we had a blast with that. Jonathan, I don't know how familiar you are with any of the Stars roster, but we were able to meet Miro Heiskanen. He's kind of a big deal. And we were also able to meet Ryan Suter as well, one of the long-time defensemen. And also Joe Pavelski threw us a puck. And so that's another guy, Captain America, is one of his monikers. So big shout out to Joe Pavelski for throwing us a practice puck, pretty quickly after Wyatt and I entered in to check out the rink. Wyatt's first time at a hockey rink. He's he's getting older, trying to, get him out and, do some fun things together. And it's just a whole lot of fun. We had a great time with it. But plenty of other fun memories from yesterday. But we just had a really good time together. It was a lot of fun. Obviously, getting to meet some of the players was just cherry on top. So we had a great time.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm so excited, for those are just such great memories for him. He's going to remember, going to, and he'll go to Stars games, with you later on. But I think the practice was a better start for him maybe than even a game.
Yeah.
Because I think that was wise on your part to kind of get him used to, the noise. And I know you had him wear the noise canceling headphones because those pucks can get kind of loud, when they hit the glass or whatever. And they're sudden noises and what have you. So he'll adjust to all that. But yeah, what a great man. And then they signed his sticks. They signed his stick.
It's in the living room. Yeah.
So cool. So cool. Had a couple of Stars.
Oh yeah.
Here's the white stick.
Yeah, here's the practice puck that Joe Pavelski threw to us. You can see it's got a lot of use.
That is too cool.
Yeah, a little.
And see, I love, you have bought me, William, you've bought me warm-up pucks before when we went to, a game, which is so sweet of you. And when you get them, guys, they're still cold because they're obviously frozen and they've been on the ice. And I just held mine in my hand, because I thought, God, this is NHL ice here.
Yeah.
NHL puck. Just a great, and I know Tina loves hockey. So just a great souvenir. I'm really excited about that. Go Stars.
Yes,
love
go
the
Stars
Dallas
indeed.
Stars. We are huge Stars fans, some great guys. And my favorite player is most definitely Tyler Seguin. I've always loved Tyler Seguin.
It has nothing to do with the fact that he's easy on the eyes, I'm sure.
Oh, really? I hadn't
Surfer
noticed.
Girl 326, welcome in. Yeah, thanks for dropping in. I hope you get a good night's rest. Appreciate you popping in and say hello.
Yeah, and we're even getting behind in the chat, guys. Surfer Alex, welcome in. Thanks so much.
Welcome in, Alex,
for being here again.
Yeah, good night, Bree.
Paula, we appreciate you being here, and hope you can hang around for a little while. But yeah, Alex, it's good to see you. And Alex, by the way, we appreciate last year, guys, last Hitchhiker Chat, we did ask for anybody who had suggestions for topics you want to see covered in Hitchhiker Chat or videos, specific videos that you'd like to see. Alex's son, and he made some good suggestions in the chat. And then Alex, I appreciate that detailed list that you sent me, that you emailed to me. That was so sweet of you to take the time to do that. And I hope you'll thank your son for us. And we're gonna check those off. I don't know if you've had a chance to see that email, William. And
I saw the email. I hadn't had a chance to read it yet. I've been pretty busy the last several days.
Yeah. So we really need to look through that in detail and see, how we can do some of that, because you had some good suggestions, Alex. And I really appreciate it. We're always open to suggestions, guys.
Thanks, Tim. Appreciate you being here.
For content, that. But yeah, it's so good to see everybody. I'm just trying to catch chat. Okay.
Big day for it. It says Paula Bell in the chat to figure out the gender of their baby.
So
that's a big day, a whole lot of fun, and we Jillian and I are expecting a baby boy here in just a few months. So we're exciting times, no doubt.
Most definitely. And Tim, if you can, that'd be great. Thanks so much for popping in. We so appreciate it. Happy New Year, everybody. I hope your New Year is going well so far. Let's all do our best to make 2023, a great year. Let's, actively pursue excellence and to make some good stuff happen. In Shang-Chi, one of the actors was told by a master archer that if you aim at nothing, you hit nothing.
Yeah.
Jeff and I watched Shang-Chi yesterday for the second time, and I thought, what a great quote. If you aim at nothing, you hit nothing.
Mm-hmm.
And so that is so true. So let's set some goals. Let's think, you don't have to set 1,000,000. The resolutions can get daunting, and, we set too many and they're unrealistic. And so, set some realistic goals and put a time limit on it. Give yourself some time there and hit some.
People always talk about SMART goals. It's specific, measurable, achievable.
Okay, thank you so much. Just quickly, we will be guesting on Keith's channel, Big Disney Fan. He's PDF in the channel, and we will be guesting on his live stream on Sunday night at 6 p.m. So by all means, join us for that. We always have a really good time with Keith. We appreciate you asking us on. Keith, looking forward to seeing you. So I'm sorry, William, what were you saying?
Oh, no, you're good. Let's see here. Oh no, I'm good. You can go ahead.
Okay, well let's see. Do we want to go ahead and do? I just have a couple of this day in Disney history. Not a whole lot going on this day in Disney history, but a couple things that kind of jumped out at me. 2016, it is reported that Star Wars Episode 7, The Force Awakens, has become the highest grossing film of all time in U.S. cinemas. For Walt Disney Studios Motion Pictures, the film has earned more than $629 million domestically since its December 18th premiere. So that's a big mark for that one. And anytime a new Star Wars film opens, we're all engaged. So and then in 2017, the only other one that I saw that kind of caught my attention was the Twilight Zone Tower of Terror closes the day after its final day of operation in Disney California Adventure. Open since May 2004, it will be replaced by an attraction based on Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy film series, titled Guardians of the Galaxy Mission Breakout.
Yeah.
And it's the first American Disney attraction to be based on the Marvel Cinematic Universe. So,
thank you, Princess Paula Bell. I could not have been more happy to be wrong about that ride. Shout out to Joe Rohde and the other Imagineers that that put work into that ride. I remember seeing that news, and at that time, we've told this story before on the channel, but at that time, we were not big Guardians people. Neither one of us had ever even seen Guardians, and we were like, seriously, they're retheming this iconic ride to some Marvel characters, and so we were like, who even cares about the Guardians of the Galaxy? I probably
we had this discussion at length.
That exact quote. I probably said that exact quote. Who even cares about Guardians of the Galaxy? And anyway, my brother-in-law finally, maybe a year or two after that announcement, talked me into watching the movie with him. And
I know, Jonathan.
And that's a big year for y'all then, Princess Paula Bell. Anyway, so that's one of those instances where I was very skeptical of the announcement. Finally watched the movie with my brother-in-law and said, okay, this is cool. Music's great, characters are fun. Since being very skeptical of the news that they're retheming the Twilight Zone Tower of Terror to Guardians Mission Breakout, I completely turned over a new leaf. And then I rode the ride, and I was like, this is great. Like, I was accustomed to riding the Tower of Terror, and so that 2017 trip that we took for Jillian's birthday to Disneyland, the first time Jillian and I had ever been to Disneyland, Disney California Adventure. I was like, man, like this is really cool. Like it feels, granted, you're still going up and down, but I just
totally different.
Yeah, it's a completely different experience. It's a whole lot of fun. oh, what's his name? The collector. All the stuff that he has on display is really neat. You know, they have what Harold the Yeti, I think there.
Yeah,
in the line queue. They have something
cool.
I think from 20,000. I think a squid or octopus or something from 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. They have Cosmo the space dog. They have some Asgardian artifacts. One of the boxes that's elevated, I think, has a little figment in it. And so
it amazed me, William, how they took that iconic Twilight Zone Tower of Terror ride. And not only did they have to come up with the change in the whole building, the facade of the building, the theming of the building, but they also had to come up with some kind of storyline for the actual ride itself. And they had to redesign, the ride some, as far as the drops and this kind of thing. They changed it up. They added music to it. It's really okay. So Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind, or no, let me back up. Guardians of the Galaxy Mission Breakout and Twilight Zone Tower of Terror are two huge examples of how the exact same ride technology can be 100% different. Obviously, the other example is Indiana Jones at Disneyland and Dinosaur at Walt Disney World. Now,
nothing will hurt your feelings, like realizing that the dinosaur ride and the dinosaur ride at Animal Kingdom, and the ride track for Indiana Jones over at Disneyland. Nothing will hurt your feelings more than someone telling you, "Oh, and by the way, they're the exact same ride track, exact same technology." It's like, dinosaur's fine. Dinosaur is what it is. But it's nothing.
And I enjoyed Dinosaur until I rode Indiana Jones.
Nothing to rain on your parade.
Dinosaur was great until I rode.
Same way. Same thing for me.
Yeah. It's like, oh
my goodness. It's so funny, that first trip that we took. Jillian and I just, as it got toward the end of the day and the wait time was low, good heavens, my only complaint about the Indiana Jones ride is that you might as well put it on your running shoes or your walking shoes whenever you get to the front of that line, because they wind you all the way through. I mean, that line queue is just it's a haul. I would like to know the actual distance from beginning of the line all the way back in there, because it feels like forever.
It does. Yeah. If it's a walk on, guys, if that ride is literally a walk on, it's still a hike. You need to pack a snack, get your Coke, because it's it wouldn't it be interesting? Does anybody in the chat happen to know what the longest line queue at a US Disney park is? Because my money is on, if I were a betting woman, it would definitely be on.
I feel like you'd be hard pressed to find one longer than that. I don't know. It's my goodness.
It's really something. And my contacts, guys, are just completely, I don't know. It's the end of the day, and my eyes are kind of drawn out, and it's getting hard for me to. I might have to go put some drops in my eyes. But yeah, it's really quite amazing. William, I do have the well, let me go ahead and do this first. Do you have the slides up? Yeah.
Yes. Let's see. Let me get shared real quick.
Okay.
Just a second.
Well, while everybody is still in, I know we've had. Let me go ahead and just show these.
Splash Mountain queue, another long one.
Yeah, that's a long one. It is.
See. Good call, Jane and Travels. Well, I forgot to write you down. Welcome.
Well, and yes, welcome in, John and Nancy are at Disney World. Oh my goodness, I'm envious. That's neat. I'm glad y'all had a great day. Good park hopping. There you go. There you go. Okay,
Stacy says, the line queue is long when you get tired from watching streamers walk through the line. That's pretty good.
Right, Stacy. I mean, when you're exhausted, exactly. It's true. Okay, this one, guys, this Christmas card is y'all. I think I'm gonna have to go get some drops or put on my glasses or something because my contact lenses are so dry that I can't read. They're that dry. Wow.
Go ahead and
this is from Candy Mom, I think. This one is from Candy Mom. This is just a few Christmas cards that we got that I wanted to show you. This card is absolutely gorgeous. Wow.
Oh, wow, that is really
sparkly. Pretty. But
let's go big screen real quick.
It's really, really gorgeous.
So way out here. Sorry. There we go.
There we go. It's all sparkly. Yeah, it's beautiful. Thank you so much, Cynthia. We appreciate it. Let's see if I can read this one. This one is from the Crabulous family. Jeanette, Sebastian, the Crab family. Thanks so much, guys. So pretty. Really appreciate the Christmas cards, y'all. We love them. We got a lot. We really got a lot this year. This one is from Chuck and Tina, DCS, Morgan, and Dennis. That's a cool.
There we go. Most wonderful time of the year. That's nice.
Yeah, I had not seen that particular card before. That's really pretty. I love the green background. But yeah, I've not seen this particular card before.
Mikey says the queue line from the front till you get to the switchbacks is a quarter of a mile.
Oh my gracious!
I can believe it.
I believe it too.
Is that Indiana Jones, Mikey, or which ride is that?
Golly, I believe it. I totally believe it, man. And this is from our partner channel, Monarch Moments. Michelle, Garrett, Hannah, and Gabe, wishing you a very merry, blessed Christmas and happy and healthy New Year. And they also say congratulations on the baby news. So
thanks, y'all.
This is from our partner channel, Monarch Moments. Y'all check out Monarch Moments. What a great family. They stream live. They're West Coasters. They stream live from Disneyland, which is pretty cool. And they also do live streams every Friday night at least. And we'll announce their times and what have you when we get closer to the end of the show. But by all means, Monarch Moments, fabulous family, totally 100% family friendly. Check it out. This one, let's see. And this one, oh my goodness, this one is from Wonderful World of Walter. It's from Mark, Irene, Walter, and their dog Biggie.
Neat.
And that's
fun.
That's neat. They always send a really cool card, and of course, this has their pictures.
Yeah.
From their adventures. I love their cards. We need to. If I could get ahead of it quickly enough, we could do something similar. I really love it.
Uh-huh.
How they do these cards. They're really cool. This is from Monorail Molly and family. Thanks so much, Molly. How sweet of you to send that.
What a great picture.
Yeah. A great picture.
Yeah, that's wonderful.
Love
Mickey in her Mickey's dress there.
Oh yeah. From Monorail Molly. And she's wearing I love the t-shirt. This is my happy place. So yeah, thanks so much, Molly, for that. We appreciate it. And this one is from Voice the Colors. This one is from the Mickey Bunch. Kelly has included a channel sticker. There is the Mickey Bunch logo. Check out the Mickey Bunch. Check out Monorail Molly as well. Most of these people have channels, guys, but there's the Mickey
Yeah.
Bunch. Thanks so much,
Yeah.
Kelly and family. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Princess Paula Bell brings up a good one. Flight of Passage is long as well. Yeah, no doubt. Flight of Passage
Oh, that's true.
is a
Yeah.
haul too.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
that's true. That's true. And Flight of
Yeah.
Passage seems even longer than Rise.
Yeah.
So yeah. But Kelly's is real pretty. It's got like a this is like popped up kind of a 3D effect of the Santa Claus. And that I just love Santa Clauses, guys.
Mm-hmm.
I absolutely love Santa Clauses. And so there's that.
So
And
Jeanette
Kelly
says
put
that's
in,
great. That's the Visa card spot at Epcot. Monorail Molly's photo. See, this is one of these.
okay.
This is one of the
Okay.
things that I need to keep in mind
Right.
because I'm
Right.
indeed a
There you
Visa card
go.
holder. So that's one
Okay.
of the things
That's
on future
yeah.
trips that I've got to keep in mind because I mean, why would you not take advantage of that?
Oh yeah.
What a great shot.
Yeah. Definitely. Kelly also put something in addition to her channel sticker, which is really, really cool.
Did she
She
put a bunch
also
of glitter and stuff?
no, she didn't. Now Candy
I'm
Mom
shocked.
did. The
Yeah.
little Mickey I know it, the little Mickey heads fell out of Candy Mom's. Check this out.
Nice. Very nice.
Guys, thanks, Kelly. She sent us a Disneyland guide map, which is so cool. What a neat idea.
Neat.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, here's Disneyland, y'all. This is the Disneyland guide map. How cool is that? Yeah. Let's see, let me open that up so you can see.
Welcome in, Danielle, Mickey's Girls. Happy New Year to you as well, you and your family. Neat. That's a neat map.
There is Disneyland. How cool is that? What a great idea. Thanks so much, Kelly. We appreciate it. All right. Oh, hey, Danielle. Welcome in. So good to see you. Danielle, Mickey's Girls, the Loungefly, undisputed Loungefly Queen, is here. Check out Mickey's Girls. Check out Danielle's channel for some great Loungefly information. If you love Loungefly, she gives not only some good information, but she gives discount codes as well. She's she just takes care of us on the Loungefly, guys. If you've got a question about Loungefly, Danielle at Mickey's Girls is your person to go, is your go-to.
Yeah. No doubt.
Most
so Mikey did confirm. He says, Mikey says, with the Indiana Jones ride at Disneyland, you're literally walking from inside the park out to the brim of the park, which is the old ER parking lot. So how about that? My goodness, no wonder it's such a hike.
That's golly. That's just incredible. Well, we knew it was a long one, about a quarter mile.
Yeah.
Golly. So is that the longest one, Mike, then? Is that the longest one, Mike? Yeah. I'm thinking it is. You can go ahead with the slideshow, William. We're going to talk, guys, a little bit.
Did you see notes? Did you also send the notes in an email or not?
I did send notes.
Okay. I've yet to receive them. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. I will have to. Let's see. Let me send them right quick. That happens occasionally.
Not that I can look at them anyway because I'm sharing my screen over here, but.
But you could. But you could. I mean. Okay. Let me do that real quick.
So while you're doing that,
cue Jeopardy music.
So while you're doing that, real quick, I made a stop with Jillian and Wyatt at the Disney store. Right there toward the end of the year. And they still have the, twice upon a year sale going on. And we got some good stuff at, pretty highly discounted prices. So I wanted to show some of the neat stuff we got. So everything that's got a sticker on it was 20% off more than what it shows. So these were $9.98. This is the Ashley, designed by Ashley Eckstein. Let's see. Yeah, by Ashley Eckstein. is a Disney New Emo Darth Vader outfit, which is a whole lot of fun. It's marked down to $9.98, and I'm not sure what it was originally, but 20% off of that as well. It's a whole lot of fun. And let's see here.
Excuse me. Oh, cool.
We got another little Star Wars it's kind of a Star Wars crossover holiday outfit. So you've got, you have little TIE fighters there, and the
that's adorable.
Yeah. And then the Empire logo. It's a neat little almost kind of, sleep shirt and short outfit for new emos. And this one was marked down to $7.98, another 20% off of that. And so that's a lot of fun. And yeah, we did. So Kermit's always within arm's reach. And so here's Kermit. We've added other members to our Disney New Emo family over time. Wyatt got Stitch, and Stitch is in Wyatt's room. He also has Tigger. Judy Hopps is Jillian has Judy Hopps somewhere over there. So, and we have Jack Skellington also. So our Disney, like our actual family, our Disney New Emo family has also expanded over time. Let's see here. I got to show these. Check these out. These were marked down to $14.98, so 20% off of that. These are, of course, the Mickey's main attraction ears for Pirates of the Caribbean. So check those out.
It.
Neat little compass over there. But yeah, and then also to top these ears off, which they're really cool. We picked up a pair for Mom, so you won't see me sporting these in the parks in case anybody was hoping for that. But really, what puts these over the top is the Walt Disney World 50th logo.
The 50th logo,
they're on the ear, and this is stitched in. It's not screen printed. This is stitching. All of that is. So
yeah,
really nice.
The main attraction ears are just that much nicer quality. I guess they bumped up the quality a little bit for those, or they're more detailed, perhaps I should say. But yeah, they're very nice.
Yeah.
And I wanted those pirate's ears. I don't have any pirate's ears, so yeah.
So we have two twice as nice.
Yeah.
Let's see here. I'm saving one of these to the end. I'm saving my stuff for the end here. So let me set those aside real quick. Got this. This was marked down. This was $17.98. Marked 20% off of that also. Little outfit for the new baby.
Oh my goodness!
Little onesie with a little button-up onesie with Mando and Grogu print all over, and
that tugs at my Mimi heart.
Yeah, we got the little cap with the Grogu ears off of it.
What is that?
Yeah, that really put it over the top. It was one of those you just see it and you got to have it. So
that is adorable, of course.
Let's see. Next, back to the ears. So this is also for Mom. These are marked down to $14.98 as well. These are the Peter Pan ears. So they're the Captain Hook ship flying through the sky to Neverland with the Peter Pan feather in the cap, obviously, and then the second star to the right.
Polly, go ahead, dear. Thanks so much for popping in. Get some rest. Take care of yourself.
On the back here with this one also, the stitching is Walt Disney World 50th logo is stitched in on the back of these ears also.
Oh, so yeah. And they have that the tags are even nice and heavy. On those. Oh, hey, Amy, welcome in.
So
really cool. I'm excited about those.
Sticking with the main attraction here, we have the Space Mountain main attraction Mickey pin. These are marked down to all the way down to $6.98, so 20% off of that for this. This is a good size pin. This is
my goodness,
2 or 3 inch pin. really neat. I may have to turn off my ring light here so you get a better look at it. But let's see if I can swing this around here. There we go. Cut a little bit of the glare off, maybe not.
Nice. Yeah, I love that. I love this.
Yeah.
I love the Space Mountain. Yeah, I totally love the Space Mountaineers. I wore those last week. We have got those.
There we go. That's a little bit better.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, he's getting Mike Wazowski a little bit by the label, but
yeah. Well, I don't know why they did that. Every single pin they had out, the Mickey Man attraction. I was like, "Are you trying to sell these or not? Because you're covering them up." It was marked down to $6.98. Another 20% off of that. Matches the ears, obviously.
And look how cute the top of that pin is.
Hold on a second. Let me just see if I can. Well, I don't want to mess your pin up. I'll leave it alone. But anyway, actually, you know what? Fine.
Oh, you can take it out if you want.
I'll just go ahead and open it real quick.
Right, go ahead.
It's ours. We already paid for it.
My goodness.
Look at that. My gosh.
Oh, gracious. How cute is that?
There we go.
How great is that?
Anyway, so there it is. Really, really neat looking, sharp looking pin. And we have two of those as well. And let me go back and get that grab that Space Mountain pin again right quick. So y'all can actually get a good look at it. Yeah, and I also would like a good look at it.
Yeah.
Seeing as
sight unseen, basically.
Yeah.
So if you don't like it, are you going to return it and tell them, hey, well, I couldn't see it because you put the label?
Yeah, I decided that I didn't like the label because you were covering up, 80% of the pin with a sticker. Here we go. Oh my word! So yeah, some people are saying, let's see, Amy's saying, nice bargain on the pins. I think Mickey's girls, Danielle says that pin was a really good deal. Yeah. So the back of this, what's that say? $24.99.
Oh my goodness!
Wow. In the words of Al Borland from Home Improvement, I don't think so, Tim. Marked down to $6.98, 20% off of that.
Wow,
yeah, we can do that. Look at you can see the cosmic kind of space look on the ears also.
Love it.
Yeah.
You're
gonna enjoy that. I'm officially experiencing buyer's remorse for not buying some of these myself. After getting these out and showing them. So that's all nice.
Yeah, the prices were so good.
Tina said he actually sounded like Al, LOL. Jillian and I worked all the way from episode 1 all the way through. Granted, I may have fallen asleep, on one or two of those, but we have worked our way all the way through all of the seasons of Home Improvement over time.
I need to do that. I need to.
And so next we have, let's see here. We have two of these. We'll have two little boys. So we have matching stockings for the boys.
How neat!
So neat little holly up here at the top. These are marked down to $6.98, so 20% off of that.
Brian, welcome in. Oh, those are great. Yeah,
really, really pretty. I like Mickey putting the star on the tree. You got Pluto there. Chippendale also down here at the bottom.
Yeah. I love when they have like a smaller space to fill or whatever, they'll put Chippendale, and I absolutely love that. I love to see Chippendale show up on merchandise. I really do.
Yeah, got matching stockings for them. So here's my stuff, and I need to actually put this one on the fridge. I don't know what this was. This was red priced originally, whatever that translates to.
Whatever that is.
But it's marked down to $2.98, so 20% off of that. This was the last one they had, and this is a Disneyland 2022 pin that says "Ears to You."
Oh,
Mickey and Minnie there, inside of big number 2. So "Ears to You," Disneyland 2022. That was really cool, and it's $2.98, 20% off of that. Come on, and I'm really excited about this one. And it's something that I'll have to point out here in a second, but I'm really excited about this one. This was marked down to $2.98 from $17.99. So it's 20% off at $10.98. So Um, this is a Mighty Ducks 30th anniversary limited release pin.
Oh, ooh,
And so it's got that from the first movie, obviously has the duck, the Mighty Duck logo there in the middle. Says established 1992,
Oh
Disney,
my
the Mighty
goodness.
Ducks. And there's a nice little fleck, little gold flecks on this pin also. And I'll give you one guess as to why I also absolutely adore this pin and the pin backer. Look at the jersey that this is on. Do you know why I like this one, Mom? Any guesses?
Why you like it? Well,
why I specifically like this pin and especially its backer.
Well, it looks like a Stars jersey for one thing.
It looks like the when the Stars won the Stanley Cup. It looks like the old Stars jersey.
It absolutely
so
does.
that is yet another reason I love this one. So was really excited to see this one. We haven't seen enough, in my opinion. We haven't seen enough enough Mighty Ducks merchandise, in my opinion. Would have liked to seen them put out more stuff for the 30th anniversary of the first movie. And this last one, and this is in preparation.
Brian, I've already talked with her. Yeah, I've already talked with her.
This is in preparation for a future trip to Avengers Campus. And I wasn't sure whether or not I'd be able to pull this off. I had to try it on in store to make sure that it was me, if you will. This one was marked down from I don't know how much to $19.98 for a hoodie. So 20% off of $19.98. I got this hoodie, and since we are Doctor Strange for the Disney,
love it! Yay!
So here it is.
Great pick.
And it's got the Eye of Agamotto right here in the front. Domo Arigato, Mr. Roboto.
I love it.
And then I'm a big fan. So look at these. Look at the aglets. And then the strings on them I love too. They're kind of a twisted, kind of a navy blue gold color. And then the gold aglets on the end of the strings for the hoodie.
Oh, that's a great pick, William.
The zip-up hoodie. Like I said, this one was this was marked down to $19.98, so 20% off of that for a hoodie, like a Doctor Strange hoodie. I mean, yeah.
So, and the colors are great.
Yeah. And so big fan of this.
Colors.
And so got this in preparation for a future trip to Avengers Campus.
Yeah.
So that was our haul. Jillian said for sure didn't look like you on the rack. Yeah, I was skeptical too. I had to try it on. And so anyway, I just sometimes something's just not your color, or it just you like the way it looks, but it just doesn't work for you. This isn't me, this is somebody else. But anyway, I thought this one was really cool. I put it on and it looks good.
It worked.
So, yeah.
Very nice.
So anyway, that is all of our brief little merchandise haul. We saved obviously with one of those alone, one of those pins alone, we saved a lot of money.
A ton of money. Wow. That's fantastic.
On all this stuff that we found.
That's just fantastic. Yeah, that's a great haul. And I love to find those, all the ears and the pins and that, We Are Strange, guys, number 86 and 87, Disney YouTube recognition series, and very excited to be so. But yeah, that's good picks. Good picks. Good picks. And yes, Jillian, a cast member told me that there are only 22 Disney stores left open in the United States. They closed a lot of them, and I'm so glad that y'all's dodged that bullet, because
me too. That's something else we're worried about. Because there was, as Jillian said here, there was a tornado that came through the mall there at the Grapevine Mills, And
I didn't know that.
mhm.
Oh, man,
And
I
so
didn't know.
there's damage
Wow.
about maybe 50 yards, maybe 30 yards away from the Disney store. Um, and so anyway,
Wow.
that like the Nike store got hit. They have rafters up, scaffolding up,
Mhm.
doing work up
My
above some of the
goodness.
stores. Whenever the first time I went in there, and they still have them, they have these. They have
Okay,
these.
I have not.
They have these
Go
like
ahead.
box fans set up to pump air into the. I think maybe their air conditioning did get impacted there at the Disney store
Mhm.
because they have these boxes set up in a couple of areas of the store pumping a lot of cold air out. And so anyway, we were I didn't really think of that at
Mhm.
first, and then like the first time I went, which was like 2 or 3 days after the tornado, um, the most of the stores, like the restaurants and the food court, were shut down, and they had them blocked off, and so the last time we went, thankfully, all those stores seemed to be open again, and so anyway, it was like Jillian said, very thankful that that the Disney store didn't get hit. And they just said, "Oh, we'll just go ahead and get rid of that one too," because we
Yeah.
love our
Ugh,
Disney store. The cast members are great.
they
They're all
are.
I
No
always
adventures by day. Welcome
I
in.
always try to wear
Thank you for being here.
either a hockey jersey or a fun
Mhm.
shirt or a hat or
Yeah.
something. I always try
Yeah.
to wear something to the Disney store, and usually they end up complimenting it. So
Yeah.
um,
They really like I've worn my Mandalorian spirit jersey with my Mandalorian Loungefly,
yeah.
and they really love
So
those.
the
I think I had on my 50th anniversary spirit jersey
yeah.
with one of my Loungeflies the last time, and they always a great staff.
Yeah.
Shout out to
Um,
the cast members last time.
so I wore a Captain America jersey, like baseball jersey from Box Lunch to the Disney store
Mhm.
last time, and um, the cast member that checked us out, said, "I really like your jersey. Where'd you get it from?" I said, "Oh, I
Mhm.
actually got this one, a year or two back from Box Lunch." I
Mhm.
said, if you keep an eye on them, they put out various like
Yeah.
types of jerseys for all sorts of stuff over time. So you just check it out from time to time, and they put out
Mhm.
like the last
Oh,
time I went to Box Lunch there at Grapevine Mills, they had a Tigger baseball jersey, which was really neat.
yeah.
Which I already have a Ticker hockey jersey, so I'd be doubling up a little bit if I got the baseball jersey. But
All right.
um,
Yeah.
anyway, we
Really
absolutely
cool.
love our Disney store. Love the cast members that work there. Some of those cast
Mhm.
members that are there have been there a long time,
Mhm.
also,
They
and so
have. Yeah.
it's great to see them continuing to chug along. Back whenever they were talking about doing all the Disney store closures, we were worried about whether or not our Disney store would be on the list, but
Mhm.
thankfully it
Mhm.
hasn't been, and it's every time you go there, there's a pretty decent crowd. So
Mhm.
hopefully
That's
their
true. I
business
think they
continues
must
to
do
thrive.
a good business there. But
Yeah.
they have, I mean, you guys just saw, what great merch they
Uh-huh.
get in.
Yeah.
And so they get some really great overflow merch. They get a lot of overflow from Disneyland, which is really cool
Uh-huh.
for us. Love that they get spirit jerseys and things that say Disneyland on them. So because when we go
Yeah.
to Disney World, we get things that say Disney World. So it's nice to
Uh-huh.
be able to get Disneyland stuff. And I have a surprise for you, William.
Oh, you do?
This is a surprise, and Mikey, I hope you're still with us, still listening. Let me back up just a little bit because I have a box to open,
I was
and
gonna say,
all I
do you
did.
want to wait and confirm? Uh, you want to wait and confirm that Mikey's with us before you open it?
Yeah, Mike, are you there? He just asked a few minutes ago
Okay.
if I had like while you were talking if I had opened it
Let's
yet.
see.
But the only thing I did was to cut the tape on this, so
Mm-hmm.
I have not I have not even opened this at all yet, guys. So I just cut the tape on it. So
Okay.
here we go.
Sorry, I'm
Okay,
writing
you're
everybody
here.
down here.
Okay,
Good to see you,
beautiful.
Dave.
Okay,
Good
so
to
here
see
we
you,
go.
Brian. Good to see you,
Let's get
Amy.
this over and
Get caught up here
open, and
on
there's
the
a
chat.
card. And I guess this is off. Mike, you are so sweet. Hitchhiking Bones, wishing you a Merry Christmas from my family to yours, Mikey. Aw. I wrote your name in Braille. Oh my god! Oh, Mike! Oh my goodness! Mike's put my name in Braille on the card.
Oh, neat. That's really cool.
Oh, Mike, how fun is that? He's written my name, and I can. Oh, it's like right up. I don't know if you can see the.
Oh, neat. That is really cool.
Oh, Mike, how special! Well, I can tell you, sweetie, I've never gotten a card like that. That's just, oh my goodness. That's so touching. Thank you so much. It says the Hitchhiking Bones. It says the Hitchhiking Bones in Braille.
I thought it sounded, that's what I thought it said just looking at it.
Oh, how sweet. That Mikey, that's very special. Thank you. Oh my goodness. Okay, so we need to take some of this packing off. He's got it packed really well, guys. And let's see.
Sorry, I'm catching up on the chat here, scanning real quick to make sure I didn't miss anybody.
Packing paper, y'all, on my table here. Okay, so one of these is for William, and one of these is for me. I'm just let that paper fall on the floor. And I'm gonna do mine first. I'm gonna save yours too.
Okay. Jillian says most of our cast members here have annual passes to the parks, and they are serious Disney people. Yeah, they are.
Okay, so this is how they fix it up. There you go. Disney Parks bag, guys. Okay, this
gotta love them.
One, I'm so excited to get, y'all. I just had to have this one. I thought it's just too cute. You know, sometimes you just see something and you think, oh my gosh, I love that. I really, really love that. And you'll see why in just a second. This is the Toy Story Happy Holidays popcorn bucket.
Wow.
Check it
out. How cool is that? I forgot. Yeah, I mean, I remember seeing that one now, but man, yeah, I have serious popcorn bucket envy. Because that is a really, really cool popcorn bucket.
Is that a cool popcorn bucket, y'all? And look at it has let's see, what does it have on the Happy Holidays in blocks. Like, let me see if I can. Mike's got it fixed up here, so it won't.
That's cool. So what's on the back? Are there designs on the back there? I was trying to look at the back of the blocks. If it was just more letters.
Yeah. So it's a stack of blocks, and you have Woody, and it's more blocks on the back, and then Buzz is standing holding the Pixar ball. Look at the detail.
This popcorn bucket is so good that Dean came out of ninja mode to say, "Wow." Danielle says, "I need that popcorn bucket."
So the popcorn bucket brought Dean out of ninja mode, and it says "Happy Holidays." I absolutely love this. And Mike, I was watching you when you bought this, and I really appreciate you lugging this around the park for me. But yeah, this is so. Look at Buzz there.
Yeah, that is amazing.
Great?
It's so cool.
It's okay. So how does it open? Let's see. Okay.
Stacy says popcorn bucket envy is real. Indeed, it is, because they put out such cool ones. I mean, you could display them in their house, or in your house, but they put out such cool ones. It's like, man, where am I going to put all these popcorn buckets?
Well, a lot of people. I know a lot of people put them like, like above their cabinets in their kitchen. I see a lot of people that have them like that. But oh my goodness, my goodness.
Yeah, that is great.
It's just too cute. Okay, but wait, there's more.
There's more.
Okay, here. Okay, now it's my turn for popcorn bucket envy, y'all. Because this one is a classic for both of us, William. This one is a classic. And this one
is this for me?
Yes, it is.
Oh, okay. Well then,
kudos to Disney for for doing a better job with this bucket, because this one was ridiculously popular in the parks.
Mm,
Kudos to them for doing a better job just with the distribution of this one than they did with the Figment popcorn
yeah.
bucket. They did a good job.
Yeah.
You had to like make a reservation for this one.
Okay.
And I had told Mike, I said, you know, if you can get it, if you can snag it,
Yeah.
for me. And Mikey knows pretty much what I like. He knows, most anything that's Haunted Mansion. He's safe to go ahead and get it, and I'll reimburse you.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Tina says
so
I need a room for my lounge flies and popcorn buckets.
right. Okay, so here it is,
It's a
guys.
nice
It's the
bucket.
Mr. Toad.
Oh, get out of town.
It's the
Oh
Mr.
my
Toad
goodness.
popcorn
Oh
bucket.
wow.
And look, it says Tony on the. Oh my
Oh, get out
God!
of town. That is the
It's the
best. So if you recall, I did a stop I did a solo screen soapbox message for this popcorn bucket because
You
I
did.
said I
You
don't
did.
want this popcorn bucket. I need it.
I need this popcorn bucket.
And so anyway, I'm thrilled. I'm really excited about that. I had no, I did not realize that. Okay, Mikey says yes. Jillian got this for your birthday. Will, it's just easier to ship to one area. Oh, yeah, absolutely. So, oh, that is amazing. I'm really excited. That's going to end up in my backdrop, I think.
Isn't that neat?
That'll end up on stream somewhere on the shelf behind me.
Yeah.
I am thrilled about getting this popcorn bucket. So big shout out to Mikey for securing the bucket. And mom and also and for Jillian too. Everybody coming together
picking this up for us, Mike.
to make sure that I got this popcorn bucket because again, I was I wanted this one really bad. This one, it has sentimental value for me also, which raises it in obviously
it's great.
Me wanting it. And so anyway, I'm thrilled. Thank you, Mikey. Thanks, Jillian, and thanks, Mom. I'm thrilled about this popcorn bucket.
Yeah.
So thank you so much.
Okay, I got it loose there. I was going to show you the straps, guys. Are really,
yeah. Let me go ahead. So let me go ahead and go solo layout real quick. Oh no, my computer's locking up on me.
The strap has a 50th logo in it.
Nice. Get out of town.
They even do all that detail, guys, on the the straps for these. The lanyards for these. But since I'm solo here, let me show you this again.
I love it. I could not be more thrilled about this.
In the any queue. This is great. Yeah. This is really a great one. And some of them you just need, and this was one of them.
Yes.
For sure. It looks just like the ride vehicle. It really does look just like the ride vehicle.
I think though a lot of popcorn buckets are really cool. But in many cases, it's like, okay, I don't necessarily have to have that. It's really cool, but I don't necessarily have to have it. But this one, whatever. I mean, I was on stream. Mikey says,
he made an appeal, and Mike remembered.
I did.
Mike remembered that you had said you really wanted it, and he was in the park. And so we so appreciate this, Mike, for you.
Oh yeah, I owe Mikey a big bear hug for this one because
definitely.
Oh my goodness, yeah, I'm so excited. I can't wait to actually have it in my possession.
That was fun.
Fun. Mikey says, "Did you open up the Toy Story one and pull the tab yet to light up the popcorn bucket?"
Pull the what tab? What? What? I didn't know it did anything, Mike.
Mikey just hit you with but wait, there's more.
Right, exactly.
As if the popcorn bucket was not wasn't already great enough.
Cool enough. Does it light up? Oh my gosh, does it light up, Mike? Hang on. Okay. Where is it? Oh my goodness, I've got to figure it out. what are the mechanics on the popcorn bucket, guys? What are the mechanics on? Does it have a switch or
Now, it says there's a tap somewhere on it to pull.
a tab to pull? A tab to pull.
Check. Maybe check the bottom.
Okay, nothing on the bottom. I was thinking maybe the side, or maybe. Okay, maybe it's on Buzz.
Okay, there we
here.
go.
Buzz.
Tina says, Mikey says, open the lid. Tina says, I have, let's see, I have the tabs at the top. Open up the lid.
Open the lid. Okay. Oh, here we go. And here we go. Okay. Yes, that's right. They've got the battery blocked. Oh my gosh, seriously. Shut the front door. Shut the front door.
Wow. Oh, that's fun.
It's oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Do I love this even more?
That is the best.
How cool is that? And it's blinking right now. It's twinkling. I think there's a solid, like there's a button that you can press and change the like the mode for it. Let's see. Good grief, y'all.
As if it wasn't already cool enough. It lights up too.
Right. Yeah.
I wondered that, because the ball looked kind of translucent. So I wondered that, but
yeah.
That is awesome.
Yeah. So you can make it flash, or you could just the solid on. Just the solid on. And is that
That's the
cool
best.
or what?
Oh yeah.
How cool is that? Oh well, too much fun. Too much fun. Let's see if there's an off button or what we do here. Okay, do we slide the tab back in? Let's see. Slide the tab back in, or is
Stacy Rogers said, "Okay, I stepped away for a minute from Will's reaction to the Mr. Toad popcorn bucket. I half expected Will to be mobile driving to his mom's to get Mr. Toad." Oh, that's funny.
Driving stream.
What a tease. How long has that package been at the mailbox? Because let's see.
It came about a week ago. It came. Yeah, it came about. It came on the day that you left. Remember?
No, of course it did.
I said I think the package is there. So
yeah.
Of
course it did. That's okay. It should be into the next couple of weekends.
So driving stream, y'all stay tuned when we shut. When we at the end of this stream, 5 minutes later, William's going to come back and drive. We'll do a simultaneous driving stream. We'll meet at Chiloso. That would be fun. I wish you had the time off. We would actually do that. We would actually do that. Oh my goodness. Let's see. Yeah, it's literally the star at the top of the tree. Yeah. How cool is that?
Also welcome in Miss Najuma. Thanks for being here.
Yeah, and guys, we haven't even gotten to what we're going to talk about tonight, because we've got so much fun stuff. So
I have to share again. Give me just a minute. Oh, something went wrong.
Yeah. So thanks so much, Mike. And this card, Mike, is just so special.
That is really neat. I can't wait to check out the Braille on it.
And Braille is that's just too sweet of you. You are so kind. You're so sweet, and we love you. And we appreciate all that you do so much in your friendship. We love all of y'all so much. We do. So, okay. All right. Now that if we covered all that fun stuff, let's see. If we had, there you go, Stacey. If we had transporter technology, we'll be holding the Mr. Toad popcorn bucket already. That's true. Yeah, it's true. And I would be standing there to see my grandson, Stacey. That's the main thing. Yeah. Okay.
Well, thanks, Mikey. I appreciate you sticking it out for us. Hope your head feels better soon. And I owe you big on that one, Mikey. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Thanks so much. Big time. we'll have to come up with something to repay you for that one, Mike, because it was so sweet and so thoughtful of you to do the braille. That's precious. Just made it so very special.
I was going to show off my shirt real quick because this is one I've not yet worn on stream before. Jillian got me this shirt. They had it at Target, I believe.
That's a great T-shirt, Jillian.
This is a really cool shirt. So it's got Forky, it's got Flick, Princess Ada. You've got Buzz, and you got
oh
Nemo,
my goodness, Mr. Fredrickson and Doug. Oh my goodness, Dory.
You got Mike and Sully there.
Wow.
Yeah,
Great
mean this shirt's loaded. It's got Jack, Mrs. Incredible, Mr. Incredible, Rex, Jesse, Woody, Eve,
got Wally and Evie,
Green Alien. Is that everybody?
Goodness. That's a great man. That's a good find, Jillian. Yeah. And you said that you found this at Walmart, I think she found, or Target. It was a Target.
It's kind of a Target, I think.
Yeah.
Let's see here. But so big thanks to Jillian for this really cool shirt.
Yeah, that's great, Jillian. That's a good pick there. Okay, well, just quickly, guys, and we're going to get to it here and try to go as quickly as we can through some of this. We got some news we wanted to talk a little bit about. What Disney has coming up that we know that they, things that they have announced.
Funny.
And things
I forgot that I had the same hat on in that picture as I'm wearing tonight. That's funny.
You do. Yeah, that's true. That's a good hat. It's a good hat. I love the texture of it. It's really neat. But yeah, we showed you all the merch and kind of got to off on that, but okay.
Hey, Wilby, welcome in. Thanks for being here.
Thanks so much for popping in. We appreciate it. But we wanted to talk just a little bit about what's happening. What's coming up with Disney. What they have announced that they have planned, and just go over some of that. Some things you may already know about. Some things you may not already know about. Of course, Bob Iger, is back at the helm as CEO after they fired Bob Chapek. He was let go, and so Bob Iger is back at the helm, guys. And we know that Bob Iger gets Disney. He was Disney CEO for 18 years? Is that right?
I can't remember the exact count, but
he did a good job during his tenure, and I believe he understands Disney more so than Bob Chapek. There were Chapek made a lot of mistakes, guys. He was not a good fit for Disney CEO. He's probably a good number cruncher, but that's about it. He needed to stay probably on that side of the aisle rather than as the face of the company. And the CEO for Disney is definitely the face of the company, other than Mickey Mouse, of course. But we're getting to that. One thing I did want to mention, and this is the first slide. I'm gonna mention this before we jump into the Disney news. Not until like a few years ago, it's probably been 2-3 years ago tops, did I realize, guys, that the 12 days of Christmas are not the 12 days preceding Christmas. They are the 12 days following Christmas. Right now, we are on day 9 of the 12 days of Christmas, and we are on 9 ladies dancing.
Oh, okay.
But let me read you just a little bit. I thought this was really interesting history about it, and I'm kind of in Christmas withdrawal, so this is helping me with my separation anxiety. Just quickly, the 12 days of Christmas, also known as 12-tide, I've never heard that term before. 12-tide is a festive Christian season celebrating the birth of Jesus. In 567, the Council of Tours proclaimed the 12 days from Christmas to Epiphany as a sacred and festive season and established the duty of Advent fasting in preparation for the feast. Christopher Hill, as well as William J. Federer, states that this was done in order to solve the administrative problem for the Roman Empire as it tried to coordinate the solar Julian calendar with the lunar calendars of its provinces. One of the reasons, and just as a sidelight, one of the reasons the Roman Empire was so successful, or as long as it was, is because when they moved in and took over an area, they actually allowed that area, as long as there was no upheaval or problem, they actually allowed that area to keep their gods, to keep their own religion. So the Roman Empire allowed, as ruthless as they were, they did allow for things like that, just to keep the peace, basically. But why were these 12 days important? These dozen days were tied to more than just the teaching of the Catholic Church. A host of other denominations also celebrated the 12 days of Christmas. Some denominations celebrated Christmas in January and began to count the 12 days then. But whenever they began, the counting of the days became an important facet of each holiday. So the 12 Days of Christmas is an English Christmas carol that lists a group of increasingly superb gifts given on each of the 12 days. The 12 days that make up the Christmas season, starting with Christmas Day, the song published in England in 1780 without music as a chant or a rhyme is thought to be French in origin. The melodies of collected versions of the carol vary throughout history. The standard tune now associated with it is derived from a 1909 arrangement of a traditional folk melody by English composer Frederick Austin. So just a little trivia there. By understanding the meaning, the clerics chose the 12 days as wrapping for their poem. The full impact of the tradition of the 12 days of Christmas can be understood. Just thought that was interesting, something I wanted to throw in there because I just kind of found that fascinating. Christmas is a special holiday, and like I said, up until 2 or 3 years ago, I didn't realize that the 12 days of Christmas start on Christmas Day. They're not the 12 days leading up to Christmas. Did you know that, William?
I might probably did at one point, but no, I'd since forgotten. So yeah, that's really, really cool.
Yeah. So little Christmas talk there if you're in Christmas withdrawal like I am.
Tina made a really good point that you liked so much Christmas you had a baby that day. So
That's true. That's true. Oh, that's true. Yeah. What golly.
That's me.
That's an experience, y'all.
No.
That's an experience. Having a baby on Christmas morning. It was. I'll have to tell you about that sometime. I'll have to tell you all about that. Okay, so
there's Mom and Kylie in Splash Mountain.
Splash Mountain. So this is some of Disney's plans for 2023. We'll kind of go through these. Splash Mountain will close, guys, on January 23rd. The last day to ride will be January the 22nd. So if you're there and you want to ride, either try for that one on GD Plus first thing, or do rope drop, head straight over there, especially if it's a cold day, because a lot of times if it's chilly, you'll want to kind of bundle up and be prepared for it if you're going to do it. But if it's a chilly day, your wait time may be a lot lower. So, they are
Raymond Silva. Welcome in. Thanks for being here. Happy New Year to you as well.
Happy New Year. Happy New Year. We appreciate you. Appreciate you popping in. But yeah, so of course they're closing Splash Mountain, guys. They're retheming it to Tiana's Bayou Adventure. We don't know. We don't have an estimated time of completion on the ride, but it will probably be down for a while because it's pretty extensive. They're retheming it to Tiana's Bayou Adventure. So
Yeah, what is that?
Again,
January 23rd is whenever the official
yes,
closure happens. So the
yes.
22nd. I do wonder if they will do some sort of after hours send off event. Because before they did some work, and we actually attended an event. They did some work on Star Tours back in the day,
Yes, they did.
and
Hmm. When they
was
updated it.
2010. They did some work on
Yes,
Star
it was.
Tours. Mikey says fall 2024. So there we go. Potential completion date for an opening for Tiana's Bayou Adventure. So Mom and I were there. Whatever they did some work on
See, I hadn't even heard that, Mike. Yeah.
um,
Hmm.
for Star Tours. They closed Star
Hmm.
Tours to do some refurbishment work back at Hollywood Studios back in
Hmm.
2010. And so we attended an event. We had no idea what was going on. They really didn't
Right.
advertise for it very well. It preceded, this whole Disney YouTube community,
It
Disney
did.
Disney
It
news
did.
flying
Yeah.
around everywhere. If it
Yeah.
existed, we had no knowledge of it.
Right.
But yeah, back in good old 2010, we attended the last tour to indoor event
Yes.
that they had
Yes.
before they closed
Yeah, we did.
Star Tours for refurbishment. And so it's
It's fantastic.
pretty neat thing on the
It was.
stage just to the left of Star Tours. Darth Vader came out and he instructed Boba Fett and the stormtroopers to blow up the ride, essentially.
He did.
And
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
they think Boba Fett threw threw a thermal detonator
Hmm.
into the hole, and I think the stormtroopers also blasted it as well,
Hmm.
and they shot
And the ride
fireworks.
like blew up.
Yeah,
Yeah. It was
it-
great. It
so
was, yeah.
pretty
It was a
cool.
total refurb. It was a total
Yeah,
redo on the ride, and they made some changes
hmm
to actual attraction itself, and it
yeah,
was a
different
lot of
ride
fun.
sequences,
Yes,
and
yes,
so yeah, that was
it was
neat. I
neat.
wonder if they will do some sort of send off event for Splash as well. Uh,
I would
we shall
hope
see.
so. I
Mhm.
yeah, I would
Now
I
they
would
had,
hope
I mean,
so.
they did say that they would be doing after hours events for different parks. So
That's
maybe
true.
maybe Splash will get a proper send off. We'll see. Um, but yeah, so I think was it the 23rd? I want to say. Um,
Mhm.
so
So 22nd, y'all, January
yeah,
22nd
22nd.
is your last shot at Splash
Hmm.
Mountain. This is a picture of Kylie and me on our last the last time we went. This was a pop-up trip, and it happened
Yeah.
interestingly enough on Dole Whip Day, their very first annual
Hmm.
Dole Whip Day in 2021. And this is where in front you can see Brer Bear there in the background, and we decided to ride Splash Mountain, and we look like two little drowned mice. So,
Yeah, there's
but
a
boy, we had a good time. We had a
they
really
have
good.
a neat little laughing place. Hopefully they also retheme the little laughing place playground area just in this tunnel to the right. So
Right.
there's this tunnel over y'all's shoulder to the right there. You can see
Yeah.
there's a neat little play area for kids there.
Hmm.
And so hopefully
Hmm.
they retheme that and keep that as well,
Hmm.
because
Yeah.
it's a neat little space for kids to play that's also in the
Oh yeah.
shade, which is important.
Right. Yeah, that's true. That's an excellent point. Um, yeah. So we're looking at that. There's going to be closed, guys. Fortunately, they have opened the Walt Disney World Railroad because the Tron construction is
Yeah.
so far along. They're close to opening Tron, so that will hopefully help with some of the crowds that would normally be standing in line for Splash Mountain will be standing in line now for Tron.
Yeah.
So hopefully that will still help with the um, park overflow, just crowds, just
Yeah.
queue lines,
And that
wait
that
times.
that Tron opening is set for sometime spring 2023. We still don't have
Mhm.
official date for that
Yeah,
yet, but
and I think we're going to get to that.
yeah.
We're coming to that. We've got several things here, but that and of course, guys, the Walt Disney World 50th anniversary celebration will end on March the 31st. It was to
Yep.
be an 18-month event, and the Walt Disney Company's 100th anniversary will take its place.
Yep.
So we're ending, the 50th anniversary of Walt Disney World. So if you have merch that you want, guys, they're releasing some new merch.
They are.
And we're probably going to take a look at that. They're releasing some new merch for the 50th anniversary. The Spirit jersey that I got when we were there in October was new merch. That was not a redo. That was completely new merchandise. So they've got some stuff. So go check that out. The Walt Disney Company's 100th anniversary, which makes sense. Company's 100th anniversary is starting. So
they've already rolled out some of the Disney 100
they
merch
have.
on Shop Disney and in the parks as well, I believe.
100 Years of Wonder. It's going to be 100 Years of Wonder. Now, this is primarily going to be celebrated at Disneyland in California, but we'll see some trickle over into Walt Disney World too, and probably into some of the other parks because it is 100 years of the company. 1923 is when Walt and Roy moved to California and started the company. So, and they've already released new merch. So we covered some of it, I think, already on a show, but we'll look at that. Some more as they offer more of it. And next we have Epcot's Harmonious Fireworks. Now they're going to be changing up, guys, for the 50th anniversary. We went from Happily Ever After, which was the Nighttime Spectacular in Magic Kingdom, to Enchantment. And now Epcot's show, their Illuminations was the former show, and it was due to change before the 50th. So technically, Harmonious didn't have anything to do with the change to the 50th. Because it was already, scheduled before the 50th celebration. But all that said, Epcot's Harmonious Fireworks Show will end in 2023 to make way for a new 100th anniversary Nighttime Spectacular. So we look forward to that. Harmonious has had a fairly short run.
I would say, my goodness.
And really, again, I'll say, and I know we've talked about this, so we're not gonna, I'm not gonna, beat that dead horse, but I truly feel like Harmonious is a visually stunning show. It is technically totally impressive. It's visually stunning. What they did not include was the thing that we said they didn't include the very first time we saw it was the heart. They didn't include those references to Disney, Walt's voice. We go on. There's nothing in that fireworks show that tugs at your heart. That is an earmark of what we recognize as a Disney fireworks show. It's fantastic. It's impressive. It's huge. But I kind of feel like that's why this has been phased out so quickly, because they spent a ton of money redesigning it, and now it's going. So no word on dates for when all that will happen. But in Magic Kingdom, now this is what we've been told. In Magic Kingdom, one of the things that Disney fans really has not set with Disney fans, I'll say, was the 50th anniversary show Enchantment.
Yeah.
Enchantment is not even close to its predecessor.
No.
Not even
not
close.
even a little.
And so for the same reasons.
As we say in Texas, bless their hearts.
Bless their heart. Well, exactly. So what they have said is that now Disney has not said, guys, that Enchantment or that Happily Ever After will return. They have said that the song will return, and so there is to be another fireworks spectacular with the song Happily Ever After.
Okay.
So they have not, a lot of people say, oh, Happily Ever After is coming back. That's not what they've said, unless Bob Iger steps in and says, hey, let's, let's do something for the guests. We know this was a big, if you'll pardon the pun, bone of contention with guests. So let's just do it. Just give them Enchantment in its original form. But that's not what they've said. They've said that we'll get the music with redesigned.
I would, just bring Happily Ever After back, and call it a day.
Yes.
I'm perfectly fine with that. Enchantment just didn't do it for me. It's okay. It's not. Just wasn't my thing.
You're fine, Tina. You're fine.
So, anyway, Brian says he has a grandmother that's turning 109, and that she worked at Disneyland at the Space Place and the Lunching Pad in 1955. Now that is incredible.
Brian,
wow!
Goodness.
Happy birthday to her. And that is I mean, she's a piece of Disney history. My goodness, that's really, really cool.
Just incredible. The stories that we would love to hear her tell, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you must.
Make sure to ask her about her. I'm sure you have already, but if you haven't, make sure to have her tell you as much as she can about it, because that's incredible.
Yeah. It is, Brian. That's amazing. That's amazing. Incidentally, this picture of the Epcot, of Harmonious at Epcot, is a still that I pulled from a live stream that you did, William.
I thought it might be based on the placement of me or of this shot here.
Yeah, that's our shot. That's our picture.
But that's I'm perfectly fine with them changing things up with the nighttime shows.
Right.
My preference, if you're gonna include Happily Ever After in some way, just bring back the full blown show.
But and we'll talk about this a little bit more a little bit later. We'll get back into this just a little bit. But yeah, that's amazing, Brian. Please wish her a happy birthday from the Hitchhiking Bones and our ghost hosts and the folks in chat. We that's amazing. Tell her we appreciate her for all the magic that she made since 1955. That's incredible. That's just incredible. Okay, this is a big one coming up, guys. We all know that finally, after 4 years. Okay, shall I go through my normal rant here?
No, spare us. Yeah. Let's just jump to the fun news.
I'm just gonna skip it.
Tron has been the butt of enough jokes that we just need to go ahead and let's just go ahead and say that it's finally going to open.
It's finally going to open. This actually, it's going to open. They have said we don't have an exact date. Heaven forbid they should give us an exact date. Yeah. They have said spring 2023. So landscaping's been installed. Lights are going up. All of the concrete work is done, and we can see test runs of the ride vehicles with people. So so we're really excited about that one, guys. It's opening soon, and the fact that the Walt Disney World Railroad is running again is the reason that went down for 4 years. Is because of the Tron construction. The track ran through the Tron construction, and so the train is back again, and that's just cause for a happy dance right there. But Tron is opening. I cannot tell you how excited I am, guys, to see Tomorrowland get this shot in the arm. Yeah,
it needs it badly.
I really am excited to see Tomorrowland. I know it has some problems right now because they've neglected it for so long, but Tomorrowland's just my inner child adores Tomorrowland. I love futuristic things. Y'all know I'm a Star Trek fan. I'm a Star Wars fan. I love time travel, you name it, Jules Verne, the whole 9 yards. I love it. And the old Tomorrowland sign, and I wish I had thought to put in a picture of that here.
Yeah.
The old Tomorrowland sign, the old steampunk, is what people have called it, sign captured my imagination as a child. That sign, I thought, and it was over the archway, and I thought, oh my goodness, this has to be a wonderful place because that sign was so cool. So anyway, that said, Tron is opening, and we're just all really excited about that.
And let me say this: they better have some really cool light up merchandise for this ride.
Yes. Yes. Now they already introduced a really great lounge fly bag. I'll have to hand it to them.
They need to do they need to do a bunch of really cool light up merchandise for this ride. It'd be perfect.
Yeah, I'm excited too. After 4 years, right? Oh my goodness! Why are we staging an intervention for Stacy? Did I miss something good?
The Disney 100 Funko Pops are gonna put her out of house and home.
Okay. Yeah. Stacy,
They do have that Mickey and a Doom buggy. I have seen people posted pictures of that one.
Yeah, and that one's really cool. I have some feelers out for that one. Yeah. Stacy's going to have to turn. You have to turn. You and Ray are going to have to pitch a tent in the yard and put all the Funkos in the house. Just fill the house with the Funkos. You and Ray live out, under a tent in the yard. I've problem solved. Yeah, no intervention necessary. Now I don't know how Ray's going to feel about. I don't know how Ray's going to feel about that. Oh my goodness. The next thing that's coming back, guys, is the after hours events. They're to begin again on January 4th, which is tomorrow at Hollywood Studios, and January 9th at Magic Kingdom. They're a 3-hour extra ticket event that takes place after the park closes, but you can enter the park 3 hours before the park closes. So and those, and I have not checked prices on these. The one in the picture here is the Villains After Hours event, but these are really good. If you're so inclined, the crowds are generally a lot lower for these after hours events because they don't sell as many. And so, it's at least a shot, to ride a whole lot with lower wait times and what have you. And again, you can't enter the park 3 hours before the park closes. And the 3-hour extra ticket event takes place after the park closes. So those start tomorrow, guys. So,
hey, Pam Spam and Annie Coog, 86. Welcome in. Thanks for being here.
Welcome in. Wade, you want to take some of these or the next one?
We're here getting written down here. Sorry, I'm writing down.
No
Annie
problem.
And Pam. Let's see here. Yeah, Jonathan, nice ad for Villains. Yeah, it's really neat. Dean the Trickulator says one thing to return to will be the walkway between Tomorrowland and Fantasyland.
That's true. Yes.
So I actually saw for this next one, was it Good Morning America? Did like a 2 or 3 minute spot.
Yes, they did. They did. Yeah.
And so they showed Tafiti. They showed they're going to have some characters that are hidden. They're going to have some characters that are kind of hidden there in kind of the rock work for this attraction. So that'll be kind of fun Easter eggs to look for. What is Tafiti? She's like 19, 20 feet tall or something like that. I can't remember.
This is not the greatest picture of her. They've completed her, and she was very pretty. But Moana Journey of Water is going to be a water experience, and it's going to be
attraction.
Walk through attraction. It's at Epcot in the World Nature section, and this Tafiti Tafiti sculpture is visible from the monorail already.
Mm-hmm.
So you can get some good, good pictures and see her really well from the
16
monorail.
feet tall is what Dean says.
Yeah, she's really impressive from what
Mm-hmm.
I've seen in pictures. And I'm kind of, okay, I'm thinking, I'm looking forward to seeing what they do with this area. Maybe this will be just a nice, maybe an interactive walkthrough, some kind of interactive walkthrough exhibit that'll just be kind of chill.
Yeah.
And,
they've said that music will be very key to the experience. And then they said, whenever you wave at a friend, or whenever you greet a friend, waving is one of the things that you do. And so they're really looking to highlight the relationship between people and water. And so, I wouldn't be surprised at all if they come up with some way to have the water wave at you.
Oh, I know. Yeah. Oh my goodness. I hadn't even thought of that. That would be, yeah, yes, this is the Moana. And it's set to open late 2023. So we've got a little, and you can see from the monorail, you can, Disney used to really try to cover up construction. They would put scrims up everywhere. They really used to try to conceal construction. Now with the monorail, you can see the track there for the monorail running behind her. It would be difficult, not to completely cover her up. But they don't put in as much effort as they used to cover up construction.
What is it they used to say, pardon our pixie dust?
Yes.
On the scaffolding that they put up, or the walls, the construction walls that they would put up. Is there any date for Tron yet? No, not yet, Pam. They have, they've said spring 2023. Right. So, we'll see how they interpret spring 2023 to be. If we're speculating, we're guessing probably maybe preview days for cast members. This is just us, spitballing here, so take it for what it's worth. But if we had to guess, it's we'd probably say, if we're guessing spring 2023, maybe cast member previews March, open the ride in April after the 50th is over, or to mark the end of the 50th. We'll wait and see though. We're a few days into January now, and so, I would expect, here in the next few weeks, for them to go ahead and announce the opening for Tron. Dean says there's no pardoning all this pixie dust we've had lately. Oh, me.
Or just pixie dusted. There's like a dust storm.
One thing I always loved was the quotes from
pixie
Walt.
Dust cyclone.
Mm-hmm.
What?
I always loved the quotes from Walt that they would put on the on the walls that they would put up in front of construction.
I have some pictures of those actually. I take pictures of those quotes. I love Walt Disney quotes, and I've used some of those in our even some pictures of the actual wall in our videos. Yeah.
Stacy says pixie dust or just dust. Well, if you're talking about Tron, it's probably dust. But anyway, we're not going to beat up on Tron anymore. We are very. Don't get us wrong. We are very thrilled about Tron opening, but it's just taken an exceptionally long time to happen.
It has. Yeah, just get on with it. Just open it. Just get on with it. It's yeah. Oh my goodness. And of course, now this is, as y'all know, Epcot right now, the entire front of Epcot is well, we fondly, I'll put that in quotes, call it Walcott.
Yeah.
It's like nothing but walls. They decided to completely redesign Future World, which William and I said at the time, that's far too ambitious.
We said forever ago, we walked through all the news, there's a stream up there somewhere on the channel, and we walked through everything that was going on. And we just said, how are they possibly going to get all this stuff done?
Right. And that was before the blip.
Yeah, that was before anything happened with COVID.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
I
So,
mean, I mean, back
yeah.
then that was Ratatouille. That was the Mary
Mhm.
Poppins ride
Yes.
that,
Yes. Right.
disappeared.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
everything they had announced, that the play pavilion,
Mhm.
there, that
Mhm.
we're not going to get either.
Mhm.
Yeah, I mean, my
Yeah.
goodness.
Yeah,
There's
there were
so
several
much
things.
stuff that they
Mhm.
had announced that we were just like, how are they going to get all this done? And sure enough, they did.
Yeah,
So
they had to cut some. But they are they now this there will be it's going to be Communicore Hall and Plaza.
okay.
Okay, and this piece is to open later this year, late 2023, and it'll be in Epcot's World Celebration area.
Hmm.
Okay, now and this is what this is going to look like. It will host Epcot Festival entertainment. It will house a large concert area and expanded merchandise kiosks as well as food booths. It will also be a part of the new Epcot Celebration Hub that will be divided into several, I believe, 5 separate gardens, and those are based on the 5 rings in Epcot's original logo. If y'all
Yeah, well,
can
that's
picture
cool.
Epcot's
A nice
original
touch.
logo, and and of course all the gardens and everything will their decorations will change with each
Season
festival, and they'll
festival.
be lit up at night and what have you. Now, we'll see what they're going to do with this. I'm more than willing to. They're going to be trees, which is wonderful. Epcot needs more shade,
My goodness, yes, it
um,
does.
in this area. So it's special lighting. So I'm really excited. I think that's going to be a beautiful area. Again, maybe to just kind of chill out and what have you. Um, but I wonder, my question would be, how is all that going to change the festivals?
Mm,
That's if you're going to locate a lot of, a lot of the festival center in this area, then what's that going to look like for each individual country?
yeah,
So it's going to be, this is going to be a big shakeup, y'all.
yeah.
I mean, again, they're completely redesigning Future World with this, and we'll go back and show some of that again a little bit later. We talked about it a long time ago, pre blip, because it's been that long. It's been a long time since they announced this total restructure of Future World. So, uh,
Neat.
so it's going to be Communicore Hall and Plaza. Again, this section will be late 2023 is when that will open.
I was just thinking about this, so I'm glad that you've got it in the slideshow. And this of course is the Walt Disney statue that they're looking to add to Epcot. Kind of
Mhm.
dreamer statue, him sitting with his elbows on his knees.
It's called Walt the Dreamer.
Yeah. And so, do we have a tentative date for when this will be installed?
No, we don't,
Okay.
unless one of you guys in the chat has heard now.
Yeah.
This is called Walt the Dreamer,
It
and
was on display
it
at
was at
D23 this past year.
D23. It was, and I love the idea of that statue. There was some criticism of it. I won't go into the reasons why because I just won't.
Yeah.
But it. So I love the idea of putting a Disney statue anywhere. I'd like to have one in my living room, but
Mhm.
especially in Epcot. I
Yeah.
think I love that idea. So I'm excited. I'm excited about this, and we'll see. We'll talk a little bit more about this. This will be located, placed near the exit to Spaceship Earth
Mm.
as you come off that attraction, the Walt the Dreamer. And I forget the dimensions on it. I think when they, at D23, they released some dimensions of what have you.
Mm.
Well, if anybody knows, and I'm sorry, guys, my contact lenses are like, gone. I need to put in some new ones, but
This slide is a lot
they're
of fun.
dry. Yeah.
So
uh,
I'm guessing this one is for the Figment meet and greet that
yes.
is set to happen sometime this year.
Figment has never had his own meet and greet. Now I find that hard to believe that that
Uh-huh.
Figment has never had his own meet and greet. This is Epcot's little uh,
Mascot.
the mascot, purple flying dragon
Hmm.
is called Figment, and he's never had his own meet and greet. So,
Hmm.
and this, of course, the slide is of course my popcorn bucket that Ed and Heather of Texas Takes. Thank y'all again for this.
Again with the
Sent
popcorn bucket envy.
again with the popcorn bucket. Yeah, sent to me, and I took a picture of it and put this was a
Yeah.
post that I made on Instagram. But so yeah, Figment is gonna get his own meet and greet. So that's going to be really cool. We don't know when. Again, Disney has not been real forthcoming on specific dates, but but that's a fun one. That's a fun one because Figment has a lot of. I love Figment. A lot of people, it seems like you really, really like him or you don't care for him.
Yeah.
I love Figment. I think he's adorable. So this meet and greet is going to be a lot of fun.
Hmm.
We have to do it. So.
Jeanette says, I was hoping, let's see, I was hoping that meet and greet would be there for my trip with a 16-year-old in February. She loves him. I wanted to surprise her, but not that hopeful now. Well, hopefully they'll come through for us. I hope they start rolling out the good news in a hurry. With the change in leadership, we're past the holidays.
Yes.
You got the 100th celebration kicking off. Let's go ahead and start rolling some stuff out for fans to be excited about with the new year.
I agree. And honestly, guys,
I know they don't want to, but give us some dates.
Yeah, give us some dates. Give us, and Bob Iger. I think Bob Iger has a pretty good idea. Some things. If he's listening at all to Disney influencers, or even the things that he was not happy with that have happened with the company. Again, it's like you said, Christmas is over, settle in. He knows some of the main things that we're unhappy with.
Yeah.
Change something, get rid of the park reservation system. That would be cause for,
let people who buy park hoppers park hop whenever they feel like it.
There you go. Bring back the dining plan, so those are some things we're going to talk about, but absolutely, Jeanette, we'll talk about that, more about that here in just a minute.
Man, I'm backing up again. This little picture just puts me in a good mood.
Yeah,
it just does. The coloring and Figment's kind of silly looking, of course, and so
it's happy.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Disney Genie Plus. What's the headline here or story for this one?
Well, Genie Plus is changing. Okay.
Oh yeah, that's right.
A couple of things that well, I think these changes have already taken place. Before with Genie Plus, of course, Genie Plus is the app. It's in the My Disney Experience app. And before, you could not modify an existing Lightning Lane reservation in the app. Like, you couldn't change it. If you had an existing Lightning Lane reservation, you had to cancel it and then try to redo it. Try to get it again, which, it wasn't always possible. Right. So now you can modify Lightning Lane reservations without canceling them. So that's something. You can also say somebody doesn't want to ride Tower of Terror. You can remove that guest from just that ride without canceling the whole selection. So and hopefully there'll be some more changes to Genie Plus, as they try to make it more guest friendly, because I know that they've gotten a lot of complaints about Genie Plus, and I think they're going to do some overhauling.
I'm still upset with them for naming Genie Plus after the genie, because Genie is one of my favorite characters, at Disney altogether. From one of my favorite, top 5 favorite Disney films of all time.
Well, if they'd used Genie Jafar, it would have been fine.
Oh, it would have.
They just used Genie, Jafar.
This is one to be excited about and on brand for our channel.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, absolutely. We are so excited about this one, guys. The Hatbox Ghost. If you have never been to Disneyland, the Hatbox Ghost is one of the
Also,
happy
shout out to our
haunts.
friends Jerry, who pops into our chat from time to time.
Oh,
Uh,
yes,
the uh,
absolutely.
the
Jerry from
Hatbox Ghost
Jerry,
account. So big shout out to you,
absolutely.
Jerry. Hatbox Ghost. You'll see Jerry, in different chats from time to time, including ours.
Right,
So
right. We
this one's
we
for you,
yeah.
Jerry.
We appreciate it. Yeah. The Hatbox Ghost is coming to Walt Disney World, y'all, to the Walt Disney World Haunted Mansion. I'm so excited about this one.
This is a big win.
Um, it is. It is. This is great. I don't
Hmm.
know, uh, Disney Imagineer who made this happen. We love you. Thank you so
Yeah.
much. We're really looking for this is going to be a good one, and this is going to really make a lot of people happy. Haunted Mansion is hugely popular among guests, and I think the fact
Hmm.
that Disney has really begun merchandising that ride more in recent years. Hey, Monorail, there's
Yeah.
Monorail Molly.
Also,
Yeah,
Movie Mania Nick, welcome in.
yeah. And Nick, hey,
Yeah,
please
thanks
check
both y'all
out
for coming
their
here.
channels.
It's a flipper
Um,
invasion, is what Sebastian the Club said.
oh no, thanks, guys.
Yeah,
Thanks
thanks for
so
coming over here,
much.
y'all.
Yeah, thanks so much. Flipper's pool. Appreciate you, Jason.
Yeah, thank you.
Um, um, but yeah, welcome in everybody who's coming in from Flipper's pool.
Also, Monorail Molly, we showed your card earlier today,
Oh yeah, we
and
appreciate
thank you
it.
again for your Christmas card.
Yeah, appreciate it so much. Let me see if I can
It was
pull
really
that.
neat, and it's a great
Thanks so
picture.
much.
Great picture. My
Oh yeah,
goodness.
for sending this. This is so cool of your family. Wait, that is just thanks so much.
Ellsworth Carl, welcome in. Thanks for being here.
So appreciate that, Molly. Really neat. So um oh yes, hey Carl, welcome in, guys that are coming in. Thanks so much for popping in. We're talking a little bit about some things that Disney's going to be doing for 2023, things that they've um, already announced. We may not have definite dates yet, but we're just going over some of the things that we know about that are going to happen in 2023. So, um, at any rate, the Hatbox Ghost will be added to Walt Disney World. The Hatbox Ghost, of course, in Disneyland, you could likely find live streams or what have you on the Hatbox Ghost. His head, his face, or his head appears like it disappears from his shoulders and then reappears in the Hatbox.
Uh-huh. And
And
this is so
technology.
the history on this is really cool. So the
Mhm,
on Behind the Attraction, which is a really neat show on Disney Plus,
mhm.
they cover the Haunted Mansion and some of the different variations. Because all Haunted Mansions are not created equal. They have variations. They have different storylines also.
Right.
But there was an Imagineer who, if you watch Behind the Attraction, I'm trying not to give too much away on this, but
Mhm.
um, basically, an Imagineer grew up a huge fan of an Imagineer that worked uh, on the Haunted Mansion, in years past, and they had a version of the Hatbox Ghost that they put in the Haunted Mansion originally, but the effect of the head moving from on the neck and shoulders down in the box, they couldn't get it to work like they wanted to.
Mhm.
Um,
Mhm.
and so they ended up pulling it out. And so this Imagineer was such a big fan of the Imagineer that worked on that initially, the previous iteration of the
Mhm.
Hatbox Ghost, that he started as a passion project on the side. He started working on this in his garage, he says, in Behind the
Yes.
Attraction. So really neat. Again, I can't recommend that enough. Behind the Attraction on Disney Plus. If you're a big parks fan, check it
Mhm.
out. Those iconic Disney rides, they have an
Oh,
episode
yeah.
for
Yeah.
each of the big ones.
Good
So,
stuff. The good stuff.
mhm.
Yeah,
So very excited
absolutely.
to get the Hatbox Ghost at
Yeah.
Disney World too.
Yeah, that's gonna be really good. Okay, so that's well, we're just amazingly excited about that one, and that's coming in 2023, y'all, supposedly. So looking forward to that. Now, the other things that are happening, y'all, that we have to look forward to, and some of these are already there, is new restaurants. So
Oh yeah.
we have several.
Carl Ellsworth Carl says first time here. We only been to Disney with my daughter's Make a Wish trip. Well, welcome here,
Oh,
Carl. We
thanks.
appreciate you. Hope you had a great trip with your daughter.
Mhm.
And yeah, I hope we appreciate you. Thanks for showing up. Yeah, big shout out to Flipper for pointing you this way. But yeah,
Yeah.
we thank you for being here.
Appreciate you spending some time with us for sure.
Yeah. And so here's a picture of Mom with Woody's lunchbox kind of menu there in the background, and a
Yeah,
big Toy Story Land sign with Woody holding the yo-yo string next to it.
we're gonna get a lot more eating establishments.
Mm-hmm.
In Toy Story Land, there will be Roundup Barbecue, Rodeo Roundup,
Yep.
Roundup Rodeo Barbecue,
Roundup Rodeo Barbecue.
Roundup Rodeo Barbecue. I'll get it right
Mm-hmm.
here in a second. In Toy Story Land, and that one's to open spring of 2023.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm excited about that. We need another eating place in that area. It's
Oh
going
yeah,
to be
for
really
sure.
neat. The theming, if the concept art is comes true, comes to fruition, is really cool in that
Mm-hmm.
too. So that's going to be a lot of fun. Summer House on the Lake at Disney Springs. Now this one already has locations in Chicago and Bethesda, California. Their menu includes sandwiches, pasta, a little bit of everything. Is also, again, coming to Disney Springs.
Have a good night, Dean. Thanks for
Um,
being here.
you have the Cake Bake Shop at the Boardwalk. And did that one, I think that one may have opened, guys. If that one had, maybe I'm thinking about Carousel Coffee Shop, I know has opened on the Boardwalk. But the Cake Bake Shop will not just serve baked items and sweet treats. They're going to have tea parties and specialty lunches, which is a lot of fun. I love the
Mm-hmm.
idea of the tea party. William knows I love tea parties. There, afternoon tea, cream tea, high tea, that kind of thing. So that's going to be sort of a different experience there for the locations at the boardwalk. And the Cake Bake Shop, has a location in Indianapolis, Indiana. So they're moving to Boardwalk, or not moving, but they're opening a location on the
Very cool.
Boardwalk. The Carousel Coffee Shop, guys, has already opened. And all of these, we love, new eating establishments. Disney just continues to up their game. If you're eating, burgers and fries and pillow pizza, as we fondly call it in Walt Disney World, oh my goodness, there's so much more to eat. So don't eat bad food at Disney
Uh-huh.
World. There's just too much good stuff. But the Carousel Coffee Shop, in keeping with Disney's like downplaying, they're not theming resorts and restaurants and things as heavily as they used to
Yeah.
with the Disney theming. Uh, the criticism of the Carousel Coffee Shop has been, it could be a coffee shop in your town. There's just, there's no
Russ with a zinger for it. Oh no.
Okay, Russ, have you been there? I guess have you? Oh my gosh, that's okay. Yeah, the hospital cafeteria.
So we have a review in the
It's
chat.
that bad. It's that bad, Russ. Oh my goodness. Well, I had seen some criticisms of it, so we'll have to check it out. When we're there
Yeah.
next time, and see, um how the food is. Have you been there, Buddy R? Welcome
Welcome
in.
in, Buddy R. It's a
Good
newer
to see you.
name in the chat as well. Appreciate you being here.
Thanks for being here. So several, several. We're also getting, now this one's interesting. At the Swan and Dolphin, we're getting Rosa Mexicano in early 2023. And that,
Okay.
of course, is Mexican. It's a fiesta dining experience.
Mm.
That's all I know about Rosa Mexicano. But Swan and Dolphin have some good eating establishments, and I'm sure this one will measure up. So that's going to be totally new. And also Narcoossee's at the Grand Floridian, which I kind of, guys, this doesn't make it onto my radar like it should. I don't know why we haven't been to Narcoossee's before, but Narcoossee's is set to open again in early 2023.
You cannot mention Swan and Dolphin without Tina coming out of the woodworks and saying Shula's. you cannot make a mention of it.
I knew it was coming. I was just waiting. We were just waiting to highlight your comment, Tina. That's
oh man,
Tina.
It's like her spidey sense goes off.
It does. It absolutely does. And she comes up with Shula's. So if we don't do anything else, we have to go to Shula's. We have to go get a steak for sure, because I'll tell you, you have hyped this restaurant to the point that I'm expecting, and I'm from Texas, girlfriend, so that we're talking a tall order here. I'm expecting the best steak I've ever had, so I'm looking forward to that. Okay, so Tina says she's been in Narcoossee's and it's very good. Okay. Yeah, I know Narcoossee's is fine dining. It's one of the more expensive restaurants on property. And so,
what's his next picture, Mom? I didn't want to get too far ahead.
Okay, this one.
Are you done with restaurants?
Covered it.
Okay.
We're also, we've talked about some of the construction. We're going to see a new DVC tower at Disney's Polynesian, and that's what all this construction is. This is what all those piles of dirt at the Polynesian. It's going to be a new DVC tower, and this is that they plowed under the area that they used for a Spirit of Aloha, which hurt a lot of people's feelings, which is where they had the luau. But this is where they're putting that new DVC tower at the Polynesian. And then the other, more cyclone pixie dust. They're also updating some of the rooms at Grand Floridian. And they announced, guys, for more pixie dust, they announced a total redo of the Grand Floridian lobby, which has got a lot of people nervous.
Yeah.
Now now that Bob Iger is back at the helm, I hope that he'll take a look at that, at those plans. I was not excited at all about Bob Chapek being at the helm when they redid the lobby at the Grand Floridian, because it is totally iconic. It's just iconic. And so, we get real nervous when you start messing with the icons, but it probably does need a little bit of an update. I get that they need to do those things. They do those things occasionally. Russ, it's good to see you in here. I know you're kind of in zombie mode. Thanks so much for popping in. We appreciate it. We miss you just work has interfered with all of our fun. We haven't had you on in a little while. We'd love to to have you on, and I know the not so grand needs a lot of TLC. Right, it does. But that's kind of the thing, Russ. All around property, this is something that Bob Iger, Mr. Iger, has already begun doing. We're seeing painting and cleaning and things going on. The maintenance really suffered And again, you can use the blip as an excuse only for so long, and then you got to start painting and cleaning stuff. So, um, yeah.
That's a good one, Jonathan.
Well, they're probably now. That's what we're going to cover next as an excellent segue to the next slide. Um, okay, so all of that said, those are things that we know for sure are coming.
Uh-huh.
But there are a whole lot of other things that were alluded to, that were thrown out there.
D23, lots of concept art.
D23, a lot of concept art, a lot of, just a lot of laundry list of stuff. That Disney refers to these as blue sky projects. And
I
basically,
like the background you came up with for this one.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, that's
Andy's room.
That's the first thing I thought of when I thought
Uh-huh.
of blue sky project. So I made up this slide. So the things that were thrown out there, guys. If you recall, at D23, we had Villains Land, Coco, Encanto, Zootopia, all mentioned at D23.
And Moana at Animal Kingdom also.
Moana at Animal Kingdom, Zootopia at Animal Kingdom, possibly replacing Dino Land. These blue sky projects are basically ideas that are just being fleshed out by Imagineers, and so they could be brought. They could be brought to to reality. They could be pushed to the back burner. They could be scrapped completely, or they could be built.
Mm-hmm.
So blue sky projects is really, they're brainstorming. They're brainstorming projects is why they call them that. So they also, they say, okay, there's maybe a new villains area with Coco or Encanto or something in Magic Kingdom, and then Moana or Zootopia replacing Dino Land in Animal Kingdom. So we shall see. What happens with all of those, and how many of them actually make it from the drawing board into the parks.
Yeah.
So we also have this year a destination D23, another destination D23. It's a smaller scale event than what they normally have at the Anaheim Convention Center in California, but it's going to actually take place at the Contemporary this year, guys, which is exciting. So what announcements do you think will come out of that? We don't know what's going to be on the what they'll announce with that. That's not until September. So again, some more things that were
I like that, Jonathan.
About, yeah, is those festivals in Epcot when they're centralized in the Communicore Plaza. What are the festivals going to look like? Are there still going to be food booths and exhibits in each country, or how are they going to do that? What's that going to look like? Will the Disney dining plan come back? This is a big one. That's a big. Will the Disney dining plan come back? That's a huge one. So we'll have to see on that. Now Disney has said that it will come back, and it is listed still, or some of the little placeholders or markers for items on various and sundry menus are that mark them as being dining plan eligible are still on menus. So we'll see what they do. That the dining plan would be a really good one that they could re-implement and really help fans, give fans something to feel good about. Did you want to do a couple of these slides up?
I can't bring up the notes because I'm sharing my screen. So, and we've just got a couple more here, guys.
Okay, and this is the last one. We're not going to beat this to death, but just a couple of, and William, I'm sure you'll have something to say about this. Okay, so Bob Iger, guys, this is the big one for 2023. Bob Iger took over again as CEO, and so what does he have up his sleeve? What is he initially? What is he looking to improve? The momentum is with him. Everybody is for him. Everybody is hoping, come on, Bob, give us something. Give us the Disney dining plan back. I think, we're past the holidays. I wouldn't be surprised if in the next few days, or the next week or two, we hear some announcements on things that he's going to try to implement
Yeah.
to make fans happy, or to change the narrative.
Yeah.
To, from grumbling to, oh, okay, well, some good news from Disney.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm excited about that. What, hey, I hope that he's taken a hard look at the way the parks in particular have suffered, and he has plans to right the ship. That's what I'm, hoping to. He talked about it in emails and interviews back in October when he first took back over as CEO. And my opinion, and I'll say these few things and then turn the floor over. He needs to listen to the fans and do some things that we want. Something. Get rid of the park reservation system. Bring back Fast Pass. Fix the park hopping. Give us something to change that narrative.
Yeah.
Fans are not happy. Stock prices are at a horrible low
Oh, yeah.
now. Horrible, which is probably what was the final nail in Bob Chapek's coffin. The stock prices, I think, were probably what put the final nail in his coffin.
Stacy's got plenty of suggestions, Mr. Iger, in case you're
there you go.
looking for suggestions.
Right.
Stacy's already got several with the package return to the resorts, or at least the front of the parks.
Oh, there's so many things.
You said yourself,
we've
Mom.
We've done whole shows on things. We have done. Yeah,
Mom said herself on this past trip that she was going to buy something and she wanted to lug it around all day, and so that's a sale. That's a sale that they missed out on.
That's right. And
elimination of park reservations, bring back APs. That's a big one. Russ says the next earning call is February 8th. Nick says, "Yep, the stocks are low." Belated Malikaliki Maka to you, Elena, and you and Wayne. And so great to see you. Happy New Year. Always great to see you, Elena.
Always great to see you. So he needs to give us something. APs would be guys, listen, I'm going to jump on that with both feet. I'll just tell you, I'm going to jump on that with both feet. Resorts and cruise ships are not filling up. Stock prices.
Magical Express needs to come back. That's a huge one.
That he has a lot of work to do. And I honestly think, guys, that Disney influencers could help him here. He needs guests in his orbit, and Bob Iger, what comes from a time in Disney when they actually did listen to guests, which is something that Disney has done very well in the past few years.
Recently,
yes. So, and I'll say this, and then I'll turn the floor over to you, William, for your comments. I would also like to remind everybody that Universal is going to open a new park. Not a new attraction, not a new just a ride. They're opening a park, y'all, called Epic Universe. It will have, we don't know all the specifics, but this thing is supposed to open in 2024?
I can't remember. I want to say, I think so.
I think it's 2024 is what they have it slated. It's supposed to include a brand new Harry Potter park, which is Ministry of Magic. possibly.
Mhm.
It will include a Nintendo Land. We're just, we're not even sure what all's going to be there.
Yeah.
But guys, hey, you got to up your game.
Yeah. I
Power
mean, we
Universal.
talked about this just a few days ago, but competition, um, it is a healthy thing whenever it comes to business, because
It is.
ultimately it drives excellence. And so, for hopefully, hopefully Universal has a lot of success with Epic Universe, and hopefully they unveil some new technologies for rides that kind of send Disney back to the drawing board and saying, okay, what can we do now to wow our guests?
Right.
Um, it's competition between business, inherently breeds a better. It brings about a better product,
Sure.
and a better, better product, better service for the customer. So, um, Stacy says, and I like this idea. Stacy says, Mikey, Ray, and I came up with the best idea for Dino Land. Retheme it to South America. Dinosaur could become an Encanto ride, with the cube being Casita, and the ride takes place in Antonio's room. That could be really, really neat.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and so that's a neat idea.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, we'll see. Welcome back, Dean. Thanks for joining us again.
Okay.
Um, but Mike or Nick says, bring back the Back to the Future ride. That'd be neat. Um,
Mm-hmm.
but
Let's go Back to the Future.
Russ said, FYI, a lot of Imagineers jumped ship and went to Universal. So yeah, I mean, we
Yeah.
shall see what comes of all of this. But so anyway, yeah, I mean, he's got his work cut out for him. There's a lot of neat things that are coming up that to be excited about in terms of the Disney parks. But there are things. I just the part that if you will, grinds my gears the most about the kind of state of things is from a service perspective, and kind of
Yes.
apart from a service and park cleanliness perspective,
Yes.
that bar has been lowered.
Oh, the
And
bar has the bar has been trashed. They have destroyed the
if
bar. There is
if
no
you're
bar.
fortunate, yeah, if you were fortunate enough to visit the parks prior to COVID, and even
Mhm.
let's see, 2018 would have been our last trip, but there are so many
2019.
things. Yeah, 2019 for you,
Mhm.
prior to COVID. Um,
Mhm.
man,
Yeah.
I just there are so
Again,
many
we did a
things
whole show
happening.
on it. We did a
You
whole
know,
show on
yeah,
things that have
W
disappeared. Yeah.
WDW News Today, recently has highlighted the dirtiness of some of the rides
Mhm.
um, around the parks, and some things that just need attention. And sure enough, some of it's been clean. So a lot of people like to say, oh, well, WDW News Today just hates Disney. It's
Mhm.
like, no, it's like people who say that don't understand. I mean, can anybody be a bit overly critical at times? Absolutely.
Sure.
You can make a mountain out of a molehill, but
Sure. For
af-
example, guys, the fact that they changed the trash cans in Tomorrowland is not a hill that I want to die on.
yeah, exactly. And so anyway, it's you just they set the bar, and we're just holding them to to the standard that they
To the
previously
standard that
held.
they set for themselves.
And
Exactly.
so, that's what we've come to expect. And that, they keep raising prices, but we're not getting the same service that we
Yeah.
used to get. And
Yeah.
so that's
And
really
Universal
a
is
lot of
hot
people's
on the
problem.
tail.
Yeah.
Hot on the trail. Yeah,
So,
absolutely.
uh, you know, so anyway, thankfully, I mean, Walt Disney World News Today did the piece on the Small World boats being dirty, and now they look really clean. So,
Mhm.
I mean, and
Yeah.
they did an article about them being clean again. So,
There
I
you
mean, come
go.
on, like,
Yeah. Yeah.
uh,
Yeah. These are things, guys.
yeah,
Cleanliness of the parks and maintenance was just a given.
Yeah.
That was such a given that
Yeah.
we didn't even think about it,
Yeah.
you know. And when that becomes a problem, then that is indicative of how large other problems are,
Uh-huh.
because that is not very high on, or didn't used to be
Yeah.
very high on the radar, for Disney. Everything was pristine, and we knew that it was going to be pristine,
Yeah.
and we just went in and enjoyed the beauty of the parks and what have you. So, yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, and Russ
And
makes a great point.
was
You know,
first
when guests have to point out to the supervisors that the trash cans are full, that's a problem. It
there
is.
when
You know.
off-duty cast members have
Uh-huh.
to go say, "This trash can is overflowing. It was not emptied from last night."
Yeah.
So, and I think these are I'm sure, guys, cautiously optimistic here, maybe even more than cautiously. I believe that Bob Iger will solve some of these problems. I
Yeah.
totally believe that he's looking at this and going, "Oh no, yeah, this is going to change." I have confidence that he will do
Yeah.
that.
Josh tomorrow, I mean, also needs to step up. I mean, this
Yes,
is
he does.
his division. And so anyway,
Well, and it was rumored, guys, that Josh Tomorrow had thought about leaving the company
mm,
because he was not being allowed to do his job. So, you know,
take that for
uh,
what it's worth. But
take that for what
uh,
it's worth.
yeah, I mean, it's just there and cleanliness in my mind is it to use cleanliness is one of the things that was top of Walt's priorities
Oh, yes. Oh,
upon
was. It
upon
was.
building
Absolutely.
Disneyland. Because all the fairs had broken down rides that were all grungy and dirty, and that's not what
Rusty.
Walt wanted his park to be.
That's right.
Um,
That's right. He wanted his parks to be something special. He
yeah,
said, give the folks a clean, what was it, a clean park, good pricing, and there's a quote.
mm,
Um, and they'll come, give them the best show that you can give them, and they'll come.
yeah,
So absolutely. I agree. He would be furious at some of the things that have gone on. And so things are looking up, y'all.
uh-huh,
Bob Iger was CEO of Disney for 18 years, if I'm right about that. I
hmm,
look that up. He was a good CEO. I pleased with everything that he did during his original tenure? No.
yeah,
But I do believe that he gets Disney.
yeah,
I believe that he gets Disney. I believe that's one of the things that motivated him to come back, is
yeah,
because he was not happy with all this nonsense
hmm,
going on. So,
hmm, yeah.
so
I just cleaned up this mess. Can we keep it clean?
for
To
10
quote,
minutes,
yeah, for quote Mr. Incredible, the beginning of The Incredibles.
nice,
Um,
Mr. Incredible
you know,
reference.
I they this is a crucial point for the company. I mean, you look at the stock price. Um, they're pumping out content left and right. Not all of it's up to snuff, if you ask me. Uh, and so, I just they, I would say Encanto is probably the biggest movie that they've had
Mhm.
recently, and so they just from a park perspective, from an entertainment perspective, that uh, Andor's been critically acclaimed. Mandalorian's been critically acclaimed. They've done some things right over the past few years in
Mhm.
terms of the content that they've been producing, but by and large, a lot of it has not met. Especially whenever it comes to the family entertainment. That you can feel
Oh, yeah,
comfortable
that's
that you can feel comfortable taking your kids to watch. A lot of it has not been up to the standard that they set, in previous years. And there was I can't remember his name, but there was a Universal executive that basically said the same, like made that point.
true. Mhm.
um, he basically said that Disney, people think that Disney's untouchable when it comes to animated animated films, and I think that we can catch them. And so
Good for you.
anyway, Russ says Avatar is the biggest movie, and it's a Fox studio movie. Yeah, I mean they acquired Fox, I mean, so technically it falls under the umbrella right now, but they'll be hard pressed to turn a profit on that movie. So, I enjoyed the Way of Water, Avatar 2. I really enjoyed that movie. I don't want to give anything away, but it's visually stunning, very, very beautiful movie, just like the first one. But it's I'm not, I would watch it again, but I it's not like it's my favorite movie of all time or anything.
Right.
So anyway, um, I thought I thought it was very good. I thought it was a beautiful movie. And I think I thought it was very good, but not necessarily excellent per se. And so anyway, of course,
And I haven't seen it yet. I'm looking forward to it.
these days they're hard pressed to, for me at least, they're hard pressed to do things that reach that excellent status for me. So, and honestly, that's not necessarily a great look for them, because I'm not really that hard to please, honestly.
Well, that's yeah.
And so
Yeah.
anyway, so I mean, this is a critical point for the company. The stock continues to fall. The problem is they've got to get back to quality over quantity.
Yes. Yes.
And they need to listen to people again.
Yes.
Go back to listening to people again. Put that bar, set the expectations again, set the standard for a theme park and a resort experience. You got to get the train back on track, if you will. We have the Walt Disney World Railroad back. Use that as your as you're going into 2023. Use that as your motto. Let's get this thing back on track. And get back to bumping the lamp again. Get back to
Disney needs to be Disney again.
Yeah. So
Disney needs to absolutely.
Here's to 2023. Here's to a 2023 with a lot to look forward to. I think it's a crucial time for the company. Granted, they're not hurting for money, but I think it's a crucial point for the company. And hopefully Bob Iger can get this thing back on track. We're pulling for him. Yeah, I think I can. Good to see you, Danny. Thanks, Dean.
Yeah, I think so. And
I would gladly take the job for a fraction of the price if they just considered me.
Just a few million less. I mean, they could change. They could save millions with you, William. But yeah, and Iger guys did not want to run the company anymore. He retired for a reason.
Yeah.
And I truly feel like he has come out of retirement in large part because he was so unhappy with what he saw happening. So that's a good thing. We're excited about it. Mr. Iger, please listen to your fans. Disney. You know what Disney needs to look like, and fix this for us. So, it didn't get broken in a day's time. It's done. We realize, we're going to have to be patient, but the momentum is yours. The baton is yours. Run with it. Help us out here. Put Disney back on the right track again. And he could do that right here at the beginning of the year, guys. Okay, we're selling APs again. Okay, we're offering the Disney dining plan again. Okay, we're bringing back Magical Express. Give us some of those things back.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Nick. So, thanks, Pam. We appreciate that.
Well, exactly. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Thank you, Pam. Yeah, that's neat. So, that's about all I have to say about that, I guess. But yeah, thank y'all for listening to all of that. And some of the things, we're excited about. A lot of the things that they've said are coming. We're extremely excited, obviously, about Tron, about the Hatbox Ghost being added to Walt Disney World. Oh my goodness. I am so sorry. And yes, we are running kind of late here, but okay. Just quickly, guys, let me go through Hitchhiker highlight, and this is just one that I thought I would mention because I never have mentioned it before. Jeff and I were watching random things.
Oh yeah, one other note: Rock and Roller Coaster at Hollywood Studios is going down for a multiple months, much needed refurb. No specific date announced for that reopening.
Yeah, it is, and so we'll see what they do with that one. People have said it. It needs a retheme. It needs this. It needs that. It'll be interesting to see what they do. I love Rock and Roller Coaster. I know they have to keep moving forward, guys, and it is a bit dated. But yeah, so we'll see what they do with that. And it is going down for a multi-month refurb. Rock and Roller Coaster is one of the older coasters. So yeah, that'll probably take a little while to go through all that, and we'll see. But yeah, I'm kind of excited about that one.
Back to Hitchhiker highlight. Go ahead and cover that one.
Yeah, or if you want to do it, William, you
go ahead.
Agent Carter is our Hitchhiker highlight for tonight. Agent Carter is a 2015 series. I believe there were 2 seasons of Agent Carter. It's TV PG. It's a Marvel series that each one was about 42 minutes, and there were 18 episodes. Agent Carter, of course, is played by Haley Atwell. She plays Agent Peggy Carter. James Darcy played Edwin Jarvis. Enver Jokaj.
Say good luck with that one.
It looks like maybe Jokaj plays Daniel Souza. Chad Michael McMurray plays Jack Thompson, and Dominic Cooper plays Howard Stark. This one I truly wish they had made more episodes of because it was very well done. Haley Atwell does a magnificent job of playing Peggy Carter. Of course, she is from Captain America's sphere, and was his love interest. And they did Agent Carter. You may not even be aware of it. It is on Disney Plus. And the description, of the series, is in 1946, Peggy Carter is relegated to secretarial duties in the Strategic Scientific Reserve of the SSR. And this is after World War II, when Captain America's plane goes down. When Howard Stark is accused of treason, he secretly recruits Peggy to clear his name with the help of his butler, Edwin Jarvis. So this one is, to me, it's very good. Y'all just watch it. It's not very many episodes. Again, I wish they had done more, but watch this one. And if you're looking for something to watch, it's easy to watch. It's family friendly. So so give that one a look. Let me know what you think about it. I really enjoyed it. Want to do channel?
Yeah, I've only watched a little bit of it, so I need to watch it myself.
Yeah, go watch that one again. It's worth your time. It's very well done.
Yeah. Stacy said we watched it when it was on ABC. Jeanette says I'll be right there, or I'll be there right before Rocket and Roller Coaster goes down, hoping to ride a few times. All 5 of us love it. Oh yeah, it's a great ride. It's a great ride. Yeah,
I love it too.
I always make when it fires you out to start the ride, I always try to make some sort of funny face or, do some sort of hand gesture or something. Yeah, rock on. So anyway, it's, let's see. So yeah, hopefully, get that touched up and refurbished and get it all nice and clean again.
He did?
Big fan of,
that's interesting. Wow.
Rock and Roller Coaster. I did not realize that. So
I didn't know that. That's
with
so
Henry, I
news.
always forget how to announce his name.
Henry
Is it
Cavill.
Cavill? Is it Cavill?
Let's
Because
say
I
Cavill.
always wanted to say Cavill, but I don't think maybe that's just Cruella Deville. But yeah, let me know, chat, if how you're supposed to pronounce Henry Cavill, how you're supposed to pronounce his name. I did not know that,
I didn't
Russ.
either.
Granted, he should have some time on his hands because they've yeah, there you go, Jonathan. They yeah, Bad Batch season 2 comes out. Mandalorian season 3 comes
Mhm.
out this year also. So I mean, all we did was
Ahsoka.
cover
Ahsoka.
park stuff. So
Yeah.
um,
So we'll
but
talk about Disney Plus stuff later.
but yeah, with Henry Cavill, he was supposed to be Superman in the DC universe, and then James Gunn was like, I don't think so.
Yeah.
Since he's kind of become one of the creative heads for DC now.
Mhm.
Um,
Yeah.
and then also he left The Witcher, which he was in that show. And so he turned that over to, was it Liam Hemsworth, I want to say. Um,
Oh,
and
was it
so
really? Oh,
yeah,
okay.
and so anyway, yeah, apparently he has some time on his hands. So if he landed with Marvel, I couldn't be more pleased because quite frankly, I'm a big fan.
I like him. I
Yeah,
like him. I really
he's
do.
he's
I
great.
loved him as Superman. I thought it was a great.
What blows my mind is and I'm not going to get too deep into this, but DC was supposed to kind of reboot things with Dwayne the Rock Johnson's Black Adam movie, and to go ahead and spoil it since everybody else has already spoiled it, and it doesn't matter. Okay, say it like travel, but okay, but Cavill.
Okay. So,
Okay,
yeah.
thank you, Nick. Thanks for the assist there.
Yeah.
Cavill. And so anyway, the big deal about Black Adam was, at the end credit or whatever, the Rock's character, Black Adam, is confronted by Henry Cavill's Superman. And so,
Oh.
they had said, oh, he's not coming back for the role. He's not he's not reprising his role. He's moving on to do other projects. And The Rock said, I can't do this without him coming back as Superman, me.
Oh.
And so anyway, they made that happen. And then now James Gunn is in charge, and it's like, let's just go ahead and scrap all that. So anyway, Russ says Dwayne Johnson is also looking to play an MCU character now because of Black Adam's mom. Yeah, that's disappointing.
Ah.
Jonathan
Yeah.
says he was at the end of Shazam too. Yes, he was. Although they didn't actually show his head, so they didn't actually ever show his face in that Shazam end credit. So James Gunn just decided to go ahead and scrap it all. And so the just briefly in summary, the state of the DC universe in terms of movies is just completely in flux.
Yeah.
If they intend on doing long-term, storytelling and using the same model as Marvel, which you don't have to do. Nobody says you have to do it. I mean, you can create standalone movies if you want to. But anyway, it's it's a mess over there. Maybe James Gunn will bring about some stability. But let me tell you this, Mr. Gunn needs to learn how to create a superhero movie without excessive cursing in it. That's a hill I'm willing to die on.
Yeah.
He's got to learn how to appeal
Yeah.
to, and granted, maybe this is just, fuddy-duddy Will, if you will, but
No, it's not just you. It's
you,
it's it's parents all over, who have children who want to see their heroes on
yeah,
screen,
yeah. And
including
so,
me.
yeah, it's one thing to do a rated R Suicide Squad where you have tons of violence and, a
Mhm.
little bit of nudity and also, foul language throughout. But, you can't take that same approach with Superman. You can't take that same approach with Wonder Woman. You don't need to take that same approach with these characters. And so anyway, he's going to have to learn how to adapt his storytelling. Oh yeah. Chris, Dad built, welcome in. Yeah. He's got a lot of work ahead of him. Now,
Yes.
he has said that he's doing some of, I talked with my brother-in-law. He's a big DC fan also, outside of, outside of the movies that they've done. He's a big DC fan, and he loves Marvel too. But he, some of the content that they're looking to draw off of is from some of the most well-regarded, well-received content that they've released, like animated movies and stuff, or animated series too. And so, anyway, it sounds like maybe he has a plan. I sure hope so, because they need all the help they can get right now. But anyway, we digress. I said I wasn't going to get off track, but here we are, 5 minutes down, 5 minutes later.
Well, yeah, that's thank you, Russ, for for letting us know all that.
Yeah.
I had not read that. So things come out, news just drops so quickly that a lot of times we don't see it before we go live here. But thanks so much, guys, for keeping us in the loop. And for sure, I agree with everything you said.
Yeah.
DC, wow. As much as Marvel stepped up the plate with the MCU and made something really fantastic for fans and turned the comics into, brought the comics to the big screen, DC has had just as much failure. And so if James Gunn intends on riding that ship, I think again, he's got a lot of work to do. I agree with you, Chris. I absolutely agree with you. And it really pains me, guys, because Wonder Woman is one of my favorite superheroes. I love Wonder Woman. I love Superman. Batman has was never really on my radar as much as a child, although I like Batman. The whole Justice League, the Super Friends on Saturday mornings, so DC characters are just as strong as Marvel characters, comic book. You just have to find the right person to bring them to the screen the way you did with Marvel characters. So, I personally, I feel like Wonder Woman is the best thing that they've done.
That's right up Mom's alley there.
Yeah. Oh my goodness, Jonathan, I never missed it. I would come in from school and, throw my book bag on the couch and, watch Wonder Woman. I mean, that's just what I did. Linda Carter. Nobody will ever play Wonder Woman as well as Linda Carter. It's just never going to happen. But oh my goodness, what's her name that stepped into the role?
Gal Gadot.
Gal Gadot. I'm a huge Gal Gadot fan. I think she did a good job. I think she worked with Linda Carter. Linda Carter worked very closely with her and the director on the first movie. And so, I think they did a good job with it, but that's basically the only thing that they've done a good job with. Yeah. So,
let's see, back here, to get us back on track here. Channel news, Jillian's going to go live with What's Brewing with the Bones on Saturday, this Saturday, January 7th at 9 a.m. to discuss overrated and underrated Disney experiences. So be sure to tune in for that, and also be ready to share your thoughts on what you think are overrated and underrated Disney experiences. Next week on Hitchhiker Chat, we will go over all the new shows, as we've alluded to. Bad Batch, Mandalorian Season 3, so on and so forth. We will go over all the new shows coming to Disney Plus and let you know what series and movies you need to watch or rewatch to get yourself ready for that. Welcome in, Wendy Blosh. Thanks for being here. Here's what you're written down here, Wendy. Thank you for joining us at this late hour. Trying to get things wrapped up here.
Thanks so much. Good to see you.
We'll also show you the new 100th anniversary merchandise and discuss what we know about the celebration so far. We'll show you we'll show you. Also talk about changes that have taken place so far with Disney since Bob Iger took over again as CEO. Thank you to our recent subs. We cracked 800 finally.
Yeah.
And so, very excited about that. So thank you to all of our recent subscribers. Thank you to every, people that have been with us since day one. We love and appreciate each and every one of you. So thank you so much. If you're here with us on a Tuesday night for 5 minutes, or if you're here with us for almost 3 hours now, my goodness, we appreciate you and thank you for spending, I say it frequently. You got a lot of ways you could spend your time on a Tuesday night, and we are thankful and blessed and appreciative that you choose to spend it with us. So thank you to everybody. We're making that uphill push to 1,000. We very much appreciate your help getting there, watching our live streams, watching, hanging out with us in the chat. Let's see, it was December 31st. We mentioned it earlier, but December 31st is when we hit that mark. And so
Thanks
to
so
celebrate us hitting 800 and the reopening of the Walt Disney World Railroad after a 4-year closure, Mom, do you want to do the honors with the train whistle blast? Since
I will do the honors with the train whistle. And we, guys, we celebrate with the Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway train whistle milestones here on the channel. So loud noise warning coming for Mikey, anybody who has in earbuds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Love it.
Oh yeah.
So
thanks everybody.
Yes.
Check out our partner channel, Monarch Moments. They go live Sundays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Always a great time with Hannah and Gabe and Michelle and Garrett. They go live 6 p.m. typically, sometimes 6:30 Pacific, 9 o'clock or 9:30 Eastern. Check out Wonderful World of Walter as well. There are a lot of fantastic channels represented in the chat. So check out these other channels if you haven't already. Throw some support. Support each other. We appreciate you being here. Check out theliveplace.com. It's basically a TV guide listing for family-friendly live streams and content.
Totally.
Check out Dean's YouTube channel, Dreamers Empire and The Live Place. If you're a YouTube creator looking to grow your channel, check out TubeBuddy. It's got helpful tools for tracking viewing trends, just the keywords for titles and tags, and it helps you grow your channel. It gives you channel data that helps you grow your channel. Basic version's free. If you have under 1,000 subs, like we do currently, there's a discounted version that's paid also. Use our link. We both get a free month. It's a win-win. Stickermule. If you are looking for good quality, low-cost promotional items, if you're looking for magnets, buttons, pins, stickers, anything of that nature, check out Stickermule. Use our link. We both get a $10 credit for a future order. Let's see here. I think we're going to go ahead and wrap it up. We go live every Tuesday night at 9 o'clock p.m. Central, 10 o'clock Eastern. Be sure to join us live or watch on the replay. Like, subscribe, ring the bell so you get notifications when we go live. Check us out on social media. We're on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Or you can, best way to reach out to us is either email us at thehitchhikingbones@gmail.com or send us a direct message on Instagram. Thanks everybody for being here. We're 2 hours and 47 minutes deep. So we appreciate everybody hanging out with us here tonight. Very excited about the new year. Lots of fun stuff to look forward to regarding the parks, and lots of neat stuff coming to theaters and Disney Plus as well. Thank you to everybody hanging out in ghost mode. Those of you that may have been, watching, but not being able to comment, having other things going on, have us on in the background. And those that watch on Team Replay, big shout out to It's Joey's World, Lisa, Keith, and Joey. They're always great. Love y'all. I want to say thank you to Aunt Susan and Aunt Joy, Jillian, Kylie, and other family members, BDF, Sebastian the Crab, Tennessee Bear, Princess Paula Bell, Kevin Theme Park Adventure, Dean the Turkey Legster, Tina DCS, Mike Wheeler, Jonathan Sean, Stacy Rogers, Alex Kennett, Surfer Girl 326, Jane and Travels, Mickey's Girls, Jillian Bone, Mickey Travels, AJC Magic TV, Brian's West Coast Disney Adventure, Adventures by D, Najuma Brown, Kay Wilby, Tyler Raymond Silva, a newer name to our channel. Gallantly Streaming, welcome in. Let me go ahead and add you to the end of my list here
Oh, hey.
as I'm
Gallantly
wrapping
Streaming,
up.
welcome. Good to see you.
Add you to the end of my list here. Pam's fam.
And Miss Najuma, if you're still there, I think I missed saying hi to Miss Najuma. I'm sorry.
Annie Coog 86, Movie Mania Nick, Monorail Molly, Ellsworth Carl, newer name to our chat, first time here. Thank you for being here.
Yeah, thanks for being here, Carl. Appreciate you.
The what in the World with Russ, of course, adjunct Hitchhiking Bone. Buddy R, another newer name to our chat. Thank you for being here, buddy. Elena K808, aloha Elena, of course. Griswold Family Vacay, Dad Builds, Wendy Blosh, and Gallantly Streaming. Appreciate everybody being here. Great turnout tonight. First stream of the new year. So I hope you all have a happy and blessed new year. Much to look forward to from a parks perspective, park news perspective. Hopefully we start getting some announcements so we can actually say, all right, this is coming. Have this to look forward to.
On this date, right? Pack your bags and make your plans.
Hopefully we start getting some dates. That way we can really get excited for stuff. But a lot to look forward to in the parks, in the theaters, and at home with Disney Plus. So anything you wanted to mention?
I can't think of anything. Looking forward to 2023, guys, and we wish y'all a happy new year. Let's make it a good one. And appreciate you sticking with us for so long. It's been so much fun. We've talked about a lot of good stuff tonight.
Oh yeah.
So
yeah, lots of fun merch we showed earlier. We've showed some merchandise. We've talked about stuff coming to the parks, various Disney news headlines, and so it's been a lot of fun streaming tonight. So thanks to everybody for hanging in there with us. Streamed a little bit longer than normal. There's my Mr. Toad's Wild Ride popcorn bucket that I'm super excited to get here in a couple weekends hopefully. So anything else you wanted to mention?
Can't think of a thing. Thanks so much, guys, for being here.
Yeah, thanks everybody. Remember, at the Hitchhiking Bones YouTube channel, there's always room for one more. So please hurry back. Bye, everybody.
Good night. Have a
great new year. Have a great week. See you next week. Bye, everybody.